Oh yeah. And we're streaming again.
Potato back.
Oh no, you're back too? Oh.
Yeah, anyway, juice, yes, pineapple passion. With apple, pineapple, passion fruit. And you think, now that sounds great.
That sounds awful.
Got sweet potato in it.
Alright, well, either way, I'm going to get into the next mission, which is Tutorial 8, Transitioning to Jets.
Nice.
Learn the basics of flying a jet aircraft in a short trip across Scotland. Bloody Scotland! As I've said before, it's not racist when it's a white person making fun of white people.
Well, that explains why it fucking tastes like sweet potato. My juice is apparently 46.9 apple, and 35% sweet potato, 15.2 pineapple, and 2.5 passion fruit.
So the label is like, this is what we put the least of in this bottle.
Yes. Your instructor. Okay, my instructor will act as co-pilot.
If it's only 15% pineapple, why the fuck call it pineapple passion?
Yeah, it's almost 50% apple.
Potato. Spud juice.
Play Sims.
Yeah, pretty much that's what it is. Fucking.
Can't. Sims is broken at the moment. Windows 10 update.
Oh, it broke your Sims?
Yes. I think I have to reinstall it. It just crashes on load.
Oh. Well, that's rubbish. Actually, have you tried Repair Game in Origin?
That's a good idea. I'll have to do that.
Yeah, try that because that would probably work.
Because the first house I'm going to try and build when I come back to The Sims is definitely The Simpsons house.
Cool.
Play GDA.
This flight is just a quick 35-mile repositioning from Edinburgh to Glasgow without any passengers on board.
Hang on.
A good opportunity to get you checked out on the Bombardier CRJ 700. While we're waiting in line for takeoff, I'll explain a few things. Flying a modern jet isn't really all that different from flying a small prop plane. There are just a handful of key differences. The first thing you'll notice is how different the instrument panel looks. Instead of many small, round mechanical instruments, there are just a few large computer screens. Most of the information is the same, but the presentation is different.
World Travel 221, hold short runway 6 right, traffic is a 747 and final.
Holding short, 6 right, World Travel 221.
That call was for another aircraft. We're Orbit 526. I'll handle the radios during this flight, so don't...
Pause. Where the hell is always on top? There it is. Alright.
If you miss anything, I'll tell you what to do. The display on the left is the primary flight display, or PFD. It combines multiple instruments into one display. The blue and brown section in the middle of the PFD is an attitude indicator. The vertical tape on the left side shows airspeed, and the tape on the right side shows altitude. At the bottom in the middle is a horizontal situation indicator, which shows heading, and to the right of that is a vertical speed indicator. Glass displays like these take some time to get used to, but once you get the hang of it, you'll love them. The display to the right of the PFD is the navigation display, which shows a top-down view of the aircraft's position relative to navigational aids and the flight planned route. You can change how the map looks by using the format and range knobs on the left side of the panel. Try it now if you want to. Okay, the third display is the Engine Indication and Crew Alerting System, or ICAS. The default page shows engine information, gear and flap positions, fuel quantity, and warning and caution messages. You can scroll through the different ICAS screens by clicking the up and down buttons at the bottom of the display. Each screen provides information about a different aircraft system. For this flight, keep the engine gauges showing on the ICAS. The top gauges are labeled N1. As we fly, I'll give you suggested thrust settings. Use your joystick throttle lever or the F2 and F3 keys to move the N1 needles to the settings I suggest. The rows of buttons and knobs just below the windshield is the mode control panel for the autopilot. We won't be using the autopilot on this flight, so don't worry about any of that for now. A big difference between jets and piston aircraft is that in a jet, the engines take a while to spool up. This means that if you add or reduce thrust, there will be a slight delay before your action has any effect. This fact, combined with the jet's higher speed, means that you need to plan ahead.
World Travel 221, taxi into position and hold.
Position and hold. World Travel 221.
Jets have flaps just like piston aircraft. They're used during takeoff and landing to increase both lift and drag. Lower the flaps to 20 degrees for takeoff now by pressing the F7 key 3 times. You can see the flap indicator on the ICAS.
Orbit 526, hold short, runway 6 right.
We'll hold short 6 right, orbit 526. Okay, follow the 737 ahead of us, but hold short of the runway. Release the brakes by pressing the period key and apply some thrust to get us going.
Figure 131 evening, swing time is 27, speed 280 or greater for as long as able, and a further descent to 10 knots. 639, contact center 1348432, good day. 13442, 139.
Good. Stop here. One last thing. During the takeoff roll, I'll call out 4 speeds. When I call 80 knots, glance at your airspeed tape to verify it's moving and indicating approximately the same speed as mine. When I call V1, it means we're at the speed where we're committed to taking off, because there isn't enough runway to stop at that point.
Oh man, that takes
When
you
I
so
say
glitchy.
rotate, gently pull back on the stick and rotate the nose into the air. Finally, I'll call V2 when we reach the minimum safety speed at which we can safely climb on just one engine if there's a failure.
World Travel 221, base cam, clear to take off.
World Travel 221, rolling.
Orbit 526, taxi into position and hold.
Position and hold, orbit 526. Okay, we're cleared to taxi onto the runway, but not to take off yet. Taxi ahead and turn right onto the runway. Stop once you're on the runway and lined up with the center line. Press Shift 5 to display the overhead panel, and turn on the landing light by clicking the switch in the lower left corner. Then press Shift 5 again to close the overhead. Before we take off, let's review exactly what will happen. You'll control the aircraft, I'll handle the radios. I'll call out 80 knots, V1, rotate, and V2. When I say rotate, gently pull back on the stick to raise the nose to 15 degrees nose up on the primary flight display. I'll tell you to retract the landing gear once we're climbing. Once we reach 1,000 feet above the runway, I'll tell you to pitch down to 10 degrees nose up and to raise the flaps so we can accelerate. Our initial climb will be to our cruise altitude of 6,000 feet, and the departure controller will probably tell us to make a left turn to the west. I'll let you know when to turn.
Orbit 526, Windsor cam, runway 6 right, clear for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, orbit 526. All right, we're cleared to go. When you're ready, use the throttle lever on your joystick or press the F3 key to add thrust. Start with 50% N1. Let the engine stabilize and then increase thrust to 100%.
Forgot about stabilizing.
Jet start on 3, descend to 6,000. 6,000, jet start on 23. Jet start
80 knots.
240. Hello, 240, 678.
V1. Rotate. Slowly pitch up to 15 degrees. V2. Positive rate, gear up. Raise the landing gear by pressing the G key.
134, 32, Singapore, 297.
Orbit 526, contact departure.
Orbit 526, switching. Okay, move the stick to adjust pitch to 10 degrees nose up on the primary flight display, and raise the flaps. Reduce thrust to about 80% N1 to keep our speed below 250 knots. Climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Edinburgh departure, orbit 526 with you, climbing to 6,000.
Orbit 526, roger. Orbit 526, turn left, heading 270.
Left to 270, orbit 526. Okay, it's time for the turn. Make a nice easy left turn until our heading is 270 degrees. That's due west. Let's run through the after takeoff checklist. Landing gear, up. Flaps, up. Thrust set to 80% N1 for the climb. After takeoff checklist complete.
Vacate uniform 0. Silver 2, proceed. Proceed, Silver 2.
Level off at 6,000 feet and reduce thrust to about 60% N1. That should give us about 250 knots. We'll stay low on this short flight, so don't exceed 250 knots and keep the landing lights on. This is standard practice below 10,000 feet.
Orbit 526, resume own navigation.
Resume own navigation, Orbit 526. All right, we've been told to resume our own navigation. This means the controller will no longer be giving us vectors, and we should follow our filed flight plan. Our flight plan route takes us to a point that will line us up for an approach to Glasgow's runway 23, which is currently the active runway. You can use the mission compass to navigate to that point, or you can follow our flight plan on the map page of the navigation display. The pink line on the screen is the path we should be following.
2500, clear the island approach, runway 27, and speed 200, rate of 8931. 754, approach, good evening. Expect the island 27, information tanker.
Pink line's the line I'm supposed to be following. I'm going literally the opposite direction.
Descend to 2500, cleared island 27, approach.
Whatever.
Take us 2 in there, just off 943, descend to 2000.
Ah, man, not again.
What?
People be filling the guild bank with crap.
Don't exceed 250 knots below 10,000 feet.
Receive tanker, take us 279, approach evening. Expect island 27.
Like, I'm talking
250 or greater for as long as able. Cancel landing speed restriction.
plants, meat, food,
Yeah. Sounds about
mana
right.
potion, fucking, what is that, squid?
Head 10, heavy departures, good evening. You are identified, verify your presence level.
Seriously, even so much as a copper chain vest fucking recipe?
Thank you, climb to multiple 240, you may cancel.
Save me a delivery at the light, well that'd be handy.
Clarify level 240.
Sure, giant grove. Chanting recipes.
If I continue via Alpha Juliet to the base.
Aha! Autopilot.
Alpha Juliet to the base, 728. 058, contact the tower ready, 120.
Oceans.
Tower 105, ready, get it to 5. Center 134.32, good evening. 134.32, another 270, good evening, bye-bye. Tickets 279, descend to 5,000.
Oh, I don't have that yet, so finish that.
Jets on, correction. Jets on 43, what's your current ticket?
Oh, someone left a pet in the bank that I don't have, or
Okay.
leaping hatchling teaches you how to summon this companion.
2 in quarter 491 evening,
Yoink.
34. 34, quarter 491.
Yep, it was a pet, that's what I said. I didn't have it, so fuck him! They left it in the bank. Finders keepers.
754 to send by start to 6,000. Send by start 6,000, bossy 754.
I am in the fucking salvage yard. Let me open my salvage.
Heading
Yay,
select.
garrison supplies. I needed that like a fucking head.
I'm so lazy. I'm using the autopilot.
Ah, push.
What? Puffing along at 6,000 feet on autopilot. I can screw around with my phone.
Descend to 3,000. Descend 3,000, take off 270 out. Qantas 491, descend by start at 5,000.
Orbit 526, contact Glasgow approach on 119.1.
Orbit 526, switching. Thanks. Glasgow approach, Orbit 526 with you.
Orbit 526, Glasgow approach. Good morning. Reduce speed to 210 knots. Expect vectors for the visual approach. Runway 23 at Glasgow. Glasgow altimeter 29902.
Okay, that's
Slowing to 210 and we'll expect the visual for runway 23, Orbit 526. Bring the thrust back to about 50%
I'm a catalogue, apparently
then
lives
adjust
in
it
my
to maintain
stable.
210 knots. Since the weather's good, the controller will line us up with the runway and give us clearance to proceed to the airport visually once we have the runway in sight.
43, tower 120.5, evening. Bravo Target, Jetstar 943.
Orbit 526, descend and maintain 3000.
Descend and maintain 3000, orbit 526. Okay, we've got clearance to descend to 3,000 feet. Reduce thrust to idle and gently push forward on the stick to take us down. Pitch to about 7 degrees nose down to maintain 210 knots as we descend.
Makes sense, says the goblin. And my fucking Mikado hog is moving around my stable like it's live. Yeah, seriously, my Mikado hog is in my stable. Fucking my garrison. Yeah, it's literally trundling around like it's one of the animals.
Fun.
Started 3000, corner 491. ETA 10 kilo, contact center 134, decimal 3234, 32, good evening, good luck. 134, 22, pleasure, universal, April 5 at 137. Foxy 754, not a restart, reducing back to 220 knots. Reducing now 220 knots, Foxy 754. 2 knots, runway 27, clear to land. 27, full land, Jetstar 943.
Okay, level off here at 3,000 feet and bring the thrust back up to about 50% N1 to maintain 210 knots.
Charlie 322, thanks, push back and taxi, contact ground 121.7. 121.7, Charlie 322, ticket in. Delivery, plug R3. RS3 delivery.
Orbit 526, reduce speed to 180 knots.
Alpha, please.
Slowing to 180, orbit 526. Okay, now reduce thrust a bit to slow to 180 knots. Pull back on the stick a bit to keep the nose from dropping. Maintain 3,000 feet as you slow down.
Daniel!
What?
My CD drive is making funny noises.
Eject the disk that's in it. It's
What
network
disk?
accessing.
What
It's
disk?
the driver disk for my joystick. The CD drive in here wouldn't work, so I had to network share it.
Yeah, because
Press F7 twice to lower the flaps to 8 degrees. The flaps will slow us down, so bring the thrust back up to about 60% N1, so we maintain 180 knots.
Yeah, just eject it. I don't need it anymore. Joystick's installed.
Wind 350 degrees, 6 knots, runway 34.
Yeah, because it's just behaving like it was reading. Damn it. Damn you and having cables dangling down the...
You'll work it out.
I just spat the disc out and then like a couple of the bloody USB cables and shit just sticking out the top. One of them stuck in the CD drive.
Don't
I'm
hurt
back!
Oh, cool.
Orbit 526, turn left.
Oh,
heading
you just didn't miss much. I was just
230,
lecturing Daniel about bloody
visual
crap in my
approach, runway
computer.
23.
Yeah, no, I was listening. I didn't go anywhere, I just
Left
put
to
it on mute for a bit.
230, looking for the runway. Orbit 526. Here we go. Turn left to 230 degrees. We should see the runway straight ahead once we roll out.
Trying to pull in a USB cable.
Gosh.
Okay, I see the runway.
That's fun.
Approach orbit 526 has the runway in sight.
Orbit 526,
Man,
cleared
I was
visual
also
approach,
telling Daniel that apparently
Cleared for the visual, orbit 526. Reduce thrust to idle
it
and
lives in
begin
my
descending
stables
towards
in
the
my
runway.
garrison apparently, and it trundles around like
Lower
it's
the
one of
landing
the
gear by
animals.
pressing G
Yeah.
and lower full flaps as we slow down. Press F7 3 times.
27, please land, Seagulls 230.
In a large aircraft like this, the speed you land at changes depending on how heavy you are. At our current weight, our final approach speed will be 130 knots. Adjust thrust to maintain 130 knots as we descend toward the runway.
50. Oh, keep slow down now, 152.
I'm not lined up for that runway.
54, turning for correction established on final tower 120.5, evening. 17 final tower 105, 54.
Departure Dynasty 05 Heavy, came up to Alpha via the C5000.
That was just me flicking through the screen grab that I said.
Identified, maintain
I heard the
5,000
Discord
traffic
voice
setting
though.
above, cancel speed restrictions.
Yeah, try the Warcraft text channel.
Oh.
058.
Gotcha.
It was a Warcraft screenshot, so I put it in the Warcraft channel.
Okay. I just got against the wall. Well, World of Warcraft thingy.
Oh wait, I'm still supposed to be at 3,000. Or am I? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what altitude I'm supposed to be at.
I know, I should.
Orbit 526, contact tower on 118.8.
Switching to tower now. Orbit 526. Thanks. Glasgow Tower, Orbit 526 with you on the visual approach for runway 23.
Orbit 526, Glasgow Tower, you're number 1.
Oh, no.
Clear to land, runway 23. Wind calm.
Clear to land, Orbit 526.
In the
We're clear to land, so let's run through the before landing checklist. It's a short one. Landing gear, down.
Yep.
My mechanic seems to be just trundling around like it's a
Flaps
like it's
set to
left turn.
45 degrees. Landing checklist complete. Continue descending. Once we're about 50 feet over the runway,
I'm guessing you
reduce
don't have
thrust
that big
to
sign
idle
for
and
this
pull
train.
back on the stick slightly to touch down on the main wheels first. Then slowly lower the nose.
2,500 cleared ILS 27 approach.
2,500 cleared ILS runway 27 approach, velocity 9570.
Dynasty 058, climb to 6,000.
I'm 6000, Dynasty 058.
Sit up a little higher in the cabin so let's see out a little bit.
Velocity 9570, speed 200.
200, velocity 9570.
Alpha Yankee to the bay.
The company on the Alpha Yankee to the bay, just done on 40.
Tango Range 3, continue via Tango to Delta 11 Alpha.
Expect the ILS runway 26. Further descent in about 8 knots.
Way too high, I think.
Just after Delta, runway 26.
Sink rate.
Delta 5 pushback and start approved.
Sink rate.
Stacked and temperature turn up to the
Sink rate.
322.
Travel ground evening, Tico 279, by Foxtrot 17.
Tico 279, Grand Cadet, hold short runway 34.
Short runway 34, Tico 279.
Line it up. Line it up, fatty.
Advice now 6,000, Connor 639.
Dynasty 058, climb to
Oh, I think I'm way too
240.
fast.
On flight level 240, Dynasty 058.
Roger, Snowbird, on descent to 9,000 via the Star Receiver.
Come on, I'm already halfway down the runway.
Number 5 evening, expect
Don't make
the
me do a
ILS
go
to
around.
runway 34.
Runway 34,
And come on, gear down. Hit. Land.
Sorry, reducing to the published speed.
Alright.
No longer required back to maintain 6,000.
Thrust reverses. Come on, stop you whale.
639.
Success!
Nice landing.
Spoiler
Orbit
alert.
526,
Straight
turn
further
left,
behind.
taxiway and contact ground on 121.7.
Ground at 121.7, Orbit 526.
Look where the end of the runway is.
Turn left on the next taxiway.
getting there.
Once you're clear of the runway, stop, retract the flaps, and
Almost
turn off the
stopped
landing lights.
and...
Ground departures, good evening. You are identified. Cancel speed restrictions. Climb to flight level 240.
well, are you taxiing?
Yeah, I am now.
Right.
Cleared,
Oh, yeah.
GLS 27 approach.
Yeah.
2,500, clear GLS 27 approach, quarter 639.
I'll see you 9570. Thank you for the speeds. Turning
I
final
gotta clear the
tower
runway,
20
that's
decimal 5. Have a nice night.
Yeah.
Glasgow ground, Orbit 526, clear of 23.
Orbit 526, taxi to the follow the 737 on the taxiway all the way to the runway.
We'll follow the 37, Orbit 526. Okay, just follow that 737 on the taxiway. He's going to the same ramp, just a different gate.
Melbourne Tower, velocity 9570.
Velocity 9570, Melbourne Tower.
It's all the way over there.
That's just 1189, that's 797.
Ugh, the textures are glitching out. Ugh, and this joystick needs calibration. It's pulling to the left again. One does not simply taxi it over 40 knots.
Oh, fine, no problem at all. Just had 5,000 per power builder.
Taxi too fast, tip it over.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the 737 I got? Yes, it is.
Make a right turn into this area. Our gate is the last one on the right side.
So 7322 upwind threshold showing 360 degrees, 8 knots.
Nice. Alright.
There's our gate at the end. Pull up to the jetway and stop.
The descent at 3,000, intercept the localizer runway 26, and cleared ILS runway 26 approach. Descent 3,000, intercept localizer runway 26, cleared ILS runway 26, depart for Bar Delta. Snowbird 5, descent at 3,000 by the star. At 3,000 by the star, Snowbird 5. 4 Echo, cross runway 34, taxi Alpha uniform to the bay. Echo, cross runway 34, then Alpha uniform.
Stop here. Excellent job.
Sweet.
Bloody hell, Dan.
What?
I was just looking up the bloody guild list.
2421 Code Center, 134.32 evening.
DazzaJay is only 67.
He's only what?
DazzaJay is only level 67.
DazzaJay is the main. And Hakafu's the other main. DazzaJay is some shitty hunter that I play. Well, I successfully did that.
Nice.
Okay, helicopter basics. Nope.
Glasgow.
Helicopter takeoff and landing. Nope. Executive tour.
Nope.
Fly the Secretary of Defense around Edwards Air Force Base.
But even DazzaJay's low level. Current level
Hakafu's really my main.
Now, I was going to say, current cap is like fucking 110 if you don't have the latest expansion.
Yeah, I know.
DazzaJay's only level 95. Don't get me started on nothing, nutter.
Is there a level cap if you don't have any expansions?
20. Oh, wait.
20? No.
No, 20's demo. If you don't have any expansions, basically the level cap is whatever the previous expansions was.
Okay.
So it's like 110.
Yeah, so the latest expansion is, 120. If you don't have the latest expansion, it's whatever the previous expansion is.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's only level 20 if you have a trial account.
Yeah. I just hit level, what was it, 34 before?
All set back there? Ready when you are. The Secretary has another engagement at 0800, so we need to get back here by 7:45. When you're ready, start the engines and taxi to runway 24.
Okay.
Car 2, can I put a Qantas A330 wanting to go up to Delta? Sorry, wants to go up to Bravo, run a base for high-powered engine runs. See you aware?
I am here.
Yeah, Grand Car 2, Grand, yeah, we were aware of it, Grand, just need Delta 14, Grand on escorting up there.
No, is it off, thanks.
Third engine.
Still the 25 knot mark.
30,000 gold.
Understood. Thanks very much. Quite a 639, you might have heard those remarks, but that wind change...
Well, in my garrison, there's a pet I can buy that's like 20,000. And then another one that's 10,000. What's it? 30,000 gold.
Alright, now got a taxi to runway 24.
Oh, mounts, that's why, but still.
Man, this plane's got some bloody coast. Throttle's at 0 and it's accelerating.
Planned route. One departure. Climb by SID 5,000.
Okay.
Squawk 4366.
Hopefully I'm on the correct taxiway to get around to runway 24. I don't know.
Planned route, Dozer 1 departure, climb by the set 5000, 4366, 118.90. Hotel 1 Bravo, JetX 7450.
The Edwards Class D airspace is closed to all traffic except us and the space shuttle, so we shouldn't see anyone else out there. It's pretty marginal weather today. We'll have to stay low and slow if we want to see anything. Oh, and keep it smooth. The Secretary's back has been acting up. Yes, please do. Everyone's sitting on the left side, so we only have to make one pass at each attraction. I programmed each one as a waypoint in the GPS to increase efficiency.
Efficiency, that's what I like to hear.
There we go, I found the correct way to the airport runway. I'm gonna say, I've never been on Edwards Air Force Base before.
2,500 cleared island 27 approach. Descend 2,500 cleared island runway 27 approach. Jet 797.
Which means...
Pause. 7 on uniform, hold short of Alpha.
Uniform
Control
hold short of
panel.
Alpha, calculated.
Where the hell is that?
Cross down 570, continue via Alpha and the Yankee Sierra to the bay.
Alpha, Yankee.
I always forget where it is. It's like game controls.
Number 639, Grand G'day, hold short, runway 34.
Devices? No. Ah, devices and printers, that's right. Bring me back Windows XP where it was just called game controllers.
Very shortly,
No, not
they'll be
keyboard.
east of the centre line for your arrival, and visually separated with the aircraft. Wind on the ground is 130 degrees at either 2 knots.
I'm just reading some comments on WoW here. Basically, in your garrison, you can get one of the followers and they help you bloody fight and find stuff. And one of the comments I was laughing at is, someone goes, "Fun fact, shamans can water walk their followers. If you don't like to see them dragging in the water, it has to be cast before the follower enters the water though. Doesn't work on Nat Pagel. He still drowns, despite being a fisherman."
Yes.
639 on Echo Expedite, cross runway 34, hold short of Alpha.
So you'd think being a fisherman he could swim, but apparently not. That's why I was laughing, because it's absurd.
And...
322, continue Alpha, holding point Kilo, runway 34.
Okay, that should be calibrated now. No, it's still pulling to the left. In fact, I think it's pulling to the left worse.
Oh god.
Anyway.
We're remaining east of the terminal.
I don't see any traffic. Take off when you're ready and head for the first waypoint.
Expect the...
North base traffic, King Air 0 Kilo Alpha, departing runway 24.
Cancel tank height requirement. Because 5 minutes. Aussie 356, you may cancel remaining speed restrictions. Cancel remaining speed restrictions, velocity 356.
Did we have cleaning that rushing in?
No, it's all still on the line.
No change to width, runway 34, clear long.
Runway 34, clear to land, no bird up 5. Go to the bay.
Oops. That was a terrible takeoff. Trim's all stupid.
Edwards Tower, King Air 0 Kilo Alpha, off North Base for a base tour as prearranged.
King Air 0 Kilo Alpha, radar contact. The Class Delta airspace is yours. Have a good tour. We'll advise you when the shuttle is inbound.
Thank you, will do. King Air 0 Kilo Alpha.
I really appreciate you two taking us up in this weather. Hopefully we can still see something.
This? Just a little rain. You'll still see plenty, sir, we promise. All right, folks, our first point of interest is the mighty shuttle lift.
Copy 356, thanks. You can expect that in the chat. Okay.
Turn.
0 timing flight of 360. I've cleared for the GLS runway 27 from C356.
The fact But I'm at 5,000 feet when it says my next objective is at 2,300. Probably a little too high. I'm going to take it down a little. There's the runway I lifted off from. Where the hell is this objective? I think it's on the move.
Alright. Yeah, take up a north-westerly heading now, coast motorway north off 27 centre line, and some water tanks not above 2,000. FSX.
Found the objective.
Northwest heading, not above 2,000, probably water tank 10 straight. 797, continue approach. Your information, Hems medevac, helicopter flying the airfield west, wind 0 to 50 degrees, 4 knots. We're advised that northerly winds up to 30 knots. It does reduce down to a light wind from approximately 200 feet.
Copy, continue approach on the traffic, and thanks for the update. That's 797.
What is that?
We expect the ILS runway 27, cancel the speed and height requirements.
The ILS 27, cancel speed and height requirements.
Nice ground, g'day, taxi Alpha Whiskey to Whiskey 4.
Taxi Alpha Whiskey to Whiskey 4, no bird, that's fine.
Oh, cool, space shuttle.
797, thanks.
Let me guess, I didn't get close enough.
Probably not.
Looks like it.
797. Approach clear to 27.
That's right, thank you.
My hair canoe, it is alive! Keeps moving around the stable on its own.
34, confirm ready, please.
Hold for
Quad 7350 delivery, good day, information Tango, runway 34. Quad 7350.
Try a really low pass.
Tower on final 120.5, good night, 4C356.
Look at that. Awesome, isn't it?
Got it.
Take your pictures, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we're done here. Let's proceed to the Osprey prototypes.
Ooh. Osprey prototypes.
Velocity 356, double negative.
Just 797 base golf, please. Just 797 ground, hold short runway 34. Hold short 34, just 797.
Oh, what's the selling fruit?
What?
Oh, there's one of those big living trees in my garrison. That's
Okay.
a vendor.
Yep.
So I went and clicked on him, and that's what I said. Of course the tree would be a vendor.
Look at the B-52.
His name is Burgess, and he's trying to sell me some blood apples, some sweet melons, or Gorgon grapes.
Alright.
As I said, of course the tree would be selling fruit.
Yeah. Basically, If a plant is selling plant matter, it's saying suck on my balls. Because technically... You know I'm right. Pretty self-assured.
356, wind 050 degrees, 3 knots. Runway 27, clear to land.
Runway 27, clear level, lock decrease.
Charge 322, contact commercial, get it.
Oh, yes, 973, sending to 9
Wake up!
694 heavy departure this evening, expect the unknown to do 3.
Okay, let's head to the Blackbird, the SR-71.
Ooh, SR-71.
Just found one of my bloody wood-cutting bloody peons sleeping on the job.
Hit him with a fish.
You are identified. Cancel speed restrictions, time 21240.
Cancel speed restriction, time 27140, time 3.
What's the 1440,
2 nautical miles out from the Blackbird.
Oh, what's that? You guys, 590. TS 593, Melbourne South.
What brings you to emphasis once overboard?
Tug Yellow 7, follow the safety car at Delta 14 Alpha. They will take you to the Bravo run-up bay.
Follow the safety car from Delta 14 Alpha, Tug Yellow 7.
Car 2 and company behind the Jetstar A320 southbound on Alpha. Escort the A330 via Alpha, hold short runway 27.
320. Proceed Alpha and hold short runway 27. Contact.
That really hurts.
Whoops.
My back. And your career.
Foxtrot 13.
Oh,
356 ground, hold
Mission
short runway
failed.
34.
Hold short runway 34.
Fuck him and his spine.
356.
Spines are for chubs.
Apparently I was too rough with the plane and I hurt the military guy's back. Start again.
Qantas 7350 ground, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Qantas 7350.
Well, delivery agent, 970,
All set back there?
I'm collecting pairs of
Ready when you are.
picking pairs from one tree.
The Secretary has another engagement at 0800, so we need to get back here by 7:45. When you're ready, start the engines and taxi to runway 24.
Jetstar 970, how long till you go? Because we're going to go to runway 34 only from time on the hour, or 27 would still be available to go to Craner.
Jetstar 970, we're looking to push back hopefully within the next 5 minutes.
Jetstar 970, roger, runway 27 still, and if you're happy with that, your PDC.
Runway 275, thanks, and Craner 1 departure, squawk 4035, we are on Golf 47.
Jetstar 970.
Thank you. Double ground, Jetix 7450, Hotel 1, Bravo, request pushback.
Jetix 7450 ground, Qantas Space 737.
Oh, now I've done the calibration, this plane's no longer accelerating on its own.
1C, Qantas 737,
The rudder's still dicky.
Well done. Oh, the irony.
What?
There's ghosts selling alcoholic spirits.
Yes. Spirits selling spirits.
Pretty much. Weird things you'll find in the garrison.
The Edwards Class D airspace is closed to all traffic except us and the space shuttle, so we shouldn't see anyone else out there. It's pretty marginal weather today. We'll have to stay low and slow if we want to see anything. Oh, and keep it smooth. The Secretary's back has been acting up.
Yes, please do.
Everyone's sitting on the left side, so we only have to make one pass at each attraction. I programmed each one as a waypoint in the GPS to increase efficiency.
Efficiency, that's what I like to hear.
C4064, Melbourne.
Just don't use flaps for takeoff.
The wind at the moment, threshold 120 degrees at 4 knots. Wind at 300 feet reported as northerly at 30 knots.
The hardest thing's going to be landing this plane without compacting this guy's spine.
I don't see any traffic. Take off when you're ready and head for the first waypoint.
You what?
He said take it down, Jim.
North base traffic, King Air 0 Kilo Alpha, departing runway 24.
Charles 322, contact center 134, decimal 32, 34, 52, good evening.
134, decimal 325, China Center 322, good day.
Thanks, check in frequency, 34, 32.
34, 32, China Center 322, good day.
More miners copy.
Car 2 and company on taxi Alpha, cross runway 27, continue via Alpha to the Bravo run-up bay.
Okay.
Edwards Tower, King Air 0 Kilo Alpha, off north base for a base tour as prearranged.
King Air 0 Kilo Alpha, radar contact. The Class Delta airspace is yours. Have a good tour. We'll advise you when the shuttle is inbound.
Thank you, will do. King Air 0 Kilo Alpha.
I really appreciate you two taking us up in this weather. Hopefully we can still see something.
This? Just a little rain. You'll still see plenty, sir, we promise. All right, folks, our first point of interest is the mighty shuttle lift.
To the bay. 34 approach. 6,500 cleared to
Kick the flaps out and go slow.
Contact center 132, that's 1.
132,
Seriously? What the shit? The plane really wants to bank today. Must be a lot of wind.
Oh, random. You know how you pulled out your mine
Awesome,
in
isn't
your
it?
garrison?
Take your pictures, ladies and
And
gentlemen.
once you hit level 23, there's like one lower corner.
Okay, we're done here. Let's proceed to the Osprey prototype.
I was bored. I had nothing else better to do, so I'm like, I wonder what happens if I fishing line it.
Okay.
Bloody Nat Pable fucking turns up in the middle of nowhere. Fucking horse. He goes off. And any luck fishing? He's like, I'll throw that one back. And he's like, I'll be back some point later. Save me a beer. It's like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck are you doing in my mind?
164 Grand G'day, hold short runway 34.
Yeah, but that Hagel's a stupid turd.
Yeah, but he's like, yeah, just randomly turns up in the fucking, in my mind on a horse.
Current expect GLS or RNAV approach runway 34 only, wind 350 degrees, 6 knots, temperature 17, changes for uniform.
Uniform. RNAV approach. Runway 34. Rapid exit, taxiway Foxtrot, not available. Wind at 350 degrees, 6 knots. Wind reported at 300 feet, 350 degrees, 30 knots. Okay, taxi to 17, Shenanigans 1021. And the significant weather is the same. Melbourne wind shear warning 01 valid. Wind shear expected to light wind and surface and 25 knot northerly at 500 feet. That's Melbourne Station uniform.
Was approved, Sierra, hold shot uniform 11.
Something is doing?
No, nothing needs doing.
Something is doing? No.
Yeah, it was just my mind forming. I was just like, here, have all my rocks.
Over Discord, it sounds like Yoda.
Something you're doing? Oh, you like the little green thing, don't you?
What?
Melbourne delivery, good day, Jetstar 173, Delta 7, EDC readback.
Jetstar 173, delivery, good evening. Information uniforms now current, runway 34 for all operations. Amend the departures frequency to 118 decimal 9.
Just looking at the spirit vendor, and it's like one of the spirits says, nitro fuel. Do not consume near an open plane. I get the feeling that's what killed the spirit.
Okay, let's head to the Blackbird, the SR-71.
Departures 118 decimal 9, Jetstar 173.
Jetstar 173, contact
Well,
ground.
here's a little goblin, and the goblin just
pushback and taxi clearances.
1217 for start for snacks, Jetstar 173. Jetting 7450, information uniform of Julie.
Let's see if I can.
Frosty 1464 on taxiway expedite, cross on way 34, traffic at 3 miles, taxi by Alpha Golf, hold short of Sierra. Jetix 7450, taxi to holding point, Juliet, runway 34.
Juliet, runway 34, Jetix 7450.
Overturned. Angle it back. It's got to pass with the object on my left side. That'll be the hardest thing about going for a license, aircraft license in real life. The aircraft driver's side or captain's side is on the American side of the plane.
Yeah, they are actually.
But then again, the Americans did invent aviation. Thank you, Wright brothers.
Yeah.
But still. And there's the Blackbird. Low pass by.
That's an impressive bird. Next we'll take a look at the jet in a box, our laser testing facility.
Jet in a box. No, I'm sure there was a control tower here somewhere that I'm trying to avoid, but I can't see it.
Wow, talk about lazy.
What?
Oh, there's a little goblin here, and she's got a fucking donkey, and you know what it's called? Pack mule.
Oh,
yeah, sounds about right.
Talk about lazy naming.
Could be worse, it could be called Donkey.
Donkey.
D-O-N-K-E-H. Donkey.
Still, what about the travelling merchant? How bad is his fucking disguise, Daniel?
Double ground,
Oh, the one with the face mask on.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm totally a fucking...
Alpha
like,
hold short of Yankee. Alpha hold short.
You're clearly a human wearing an old mask.
Alright.
Especially when you're hanging around outside the gate selling Hearthstone.
King Air 0 Kilo Alpha, the shuttle is 20 miles out.
Ooh.
King Air 0 Kilo Alpha, roger, thanks.
Uniform hold, short of Alpha.
The shuttle's coming. Let's hurry to the rallying point.
Looks like I get to fly alongside a space shuttle.
Here comes the shuttle.
I'll move ahead shortly, taxi via Sierra to the bay.
There's bugs on my screen.
Stop sneezing on it.
No, like actual bugs that are running around.
Oh god. Because the office in here isn't perfectly sealed, at night when I've got all the studio lights on like this, they come through that gap in the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really gotta sink some money.
I just need some Space Invader phone.
Yeah.
Space
Invader!
Invader!
Going to something random? Oh, the Brew of the Month Club just sent me like a random brew in the mail. So I just opened my mail and I drank it, and the brew was called Autumnal Acorn Ale.
Okay.
Autumnal Acorn Ale.
Virgin Tag calling delivery.
I drank it, so as per usual, you know, I drank, fucking chugged that and keep on.
Jeez, the shuttle's coming in fast.
As you do during Brewfest, you just fucking chug it and throw it. So after I've chugged it and thrown it, then a random bloody squirrel or whatever turns up from nowhere and throws an acorn.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So I guess that's why it was called the Acorn Ale.
Autumnal Acorn Ale.
Alright, it's already down to 6,000 feet. I think it's going to be below 5,000 by the time I get there. I'm trying to chase the space shuttle in a twin propeller aircraft. Well, don't forget, when the space shuttle's coming in for landing, it's unpowered.
Yeah.
It's just a big fat glider. And if you know much about it, you know they call it the flying brick.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that. It's because unlike every other glider, it falls a lot quicker than it flies forward.
Yep.
Alright, it's already down to 5,000 feet. And it's 2 nautical miles out. Oh, I see it. There she is.
Edwards Tower, shuttle Atlantis, 10 miles out, gliding for 2.
Oh, it's Atlantis.
Atlantis, welcome home. Winds are light and variable. Runway 22, clear to land. Traffic is a King Air with the Secretary of Defense and some press on board. Should be no factor.
Clear to land, and we have King Air in sight. Shuttle Atlantis.
King Air 0 Kilo
Atlantis
Alpha,
can see
report
me.
the shuttle in sight.
We have the shuttle, 0 Kilo Alpha.
King Air 0 Kilo Alpha maintains visual separation from the shuttle. They only have one chance to do this right.
0 Kilo Alpha, no problem. The shuttle's glide speed is 190 knots.
6 evening, expect GLS 34 to send by about 5,000, and you may cancel speed restrictions.
Follow the shuttle. First, got to catch it.
Plenty of time left, we can still make it.
Uniform Alpha Echo and Papa holding point Papa runway 27.
Come on, King Air. You can catch that shuttle. Oh yeah, I can see it.
I
want to get it out my left window.
Roger, from Melbourne, clear direct to Avalon 0 Charlie. Descend to 9,000, QNH is 1020.
0.9.
Just 611.
Left is 694 behind the A330, left to right on Yankee, taxi by Yankee to the bay.
Jeez, I was getting a bit close to the ground then.
Behind the fifth
adjust my trim.
Texas Bay.
There's the shuttle. Awesome, isn't she? Take your pictures.
Look at that. Deploy the flaps.
Everyone get a good shot? Fabulous. Let's return to the North Base ASAP. My day out here is only beginning.
Cool. Look at that.
Quite a 776 to 73,000.
Watching Atlantis land. Oh shit, that's close to the ground. I better watch where I'm going.
Part 1 taken, please, thank you.
I'll let it land.
Thank you.
I'll go away and let Atlantis land. I don't want another shuttle disaster.
Tug wide 10 tow Alpha and Whiskey to Whiskey 2.
Tow Alpha Whiskey to Whiskey 2, tug wide 10.
Slow down. We're losing it.
What? I was supposed to follow it? Fine.
Shuttle
Fine.
Atlantis, welcome to Edward.
Atlantis has landed.
Thank you. Good to be back.
Edwards Tower, King Air 0 Kilo Alpha, heading back to North Base.
King Air 0 Kilo Alpha, roger.
Head for the North Base. We'll land on runway 24.
Awesome. That was a cool mission. Alright, where's runway 24? Can't see it. Drop the flaps. Somewhere in front of me. Where's the runway? Oh, 4 nautical miles, man. Why is the runway so far away?
Can be.
3.3 nautical.
50 coming center 123.75, you mean? 123.75, jetting 7450 CM.
Alright, there we go. Starting to see it. Wind the flap set so we can go nice and slow. Ugh. Looks like it goes east to west and I'm coming at it from the north. That's exactly what it looks like.
Delivery, Tug Black 2.
Tug Black 2 delivery.
Commissioner Tow Tiger Air 737 from Foxtrot 17.
King Air 0 Kilo Alpha, frequency change approved.
0 Kilo Alpha. Thanks for the help today.
Our pleasure. Regards to the Secretary.
North Base traffic, King Air 0 Kilo Alpha. Inbound for landing 24.
Careful on the touchdown. My back is killing me.
Alright, I'll try, mate.
Traffic center to 6,000. 6,000, 6,000.
Right at the end of the mission. Alright. What did you do?
Sounds like you broke something.
I was trying to adjust my chair, and the lever that adjusts the back kind of wasn't working, so I gave an extra pull and it's like ka-chunk.
It was probably in lock mode.
It may have been.
Some of them you can push in.
Yeah, I
this
think that may be the case. Yeah. Oh, that was interesting.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm reclining now.
Flaps to maximum.
Sharp 171.
For some reason the master caution light just came on.
173, ground
Probably because the gear's still down.
group, disconnect at part 2.
Oh, what the hell? After that huge circle, I'm still not lined up. Let's just see if I can wing it and come in halfway down.
611, descend to 5,000.
5,000, 611.
Alright. No, you don't miss the runway, you fat fuck. Alright, here we go.
70 contact sergeant.
Oh. Nah, go around.
Start 217, delivery ready.
I'm not happy with it.
Okay, thanks. We've just got quite a bit of feedback on our end, but PDC rig there. Just start 217, information uniforms current, runway 34 for all operations, amendment parts, frequency 118 decimal liner.
Fly out this way a fair bit.
Second flight, Sierra Charlie for the RNM 36 approach.
Alright.
Time 10 and Avalon time 14.
Start with a right-hander.
Take it over, 80 degrees 5 knots. Runway 34, goodbye. Clean land. Runway 34, 72.
See clearance.
Go over.
Thank you, too.
Too high, slow down.
Do they use this flight simulator as a training tool?
I believe so. Well, these days it's generally the one made by Lockheed Martin. But before Lockheed Martin's Prepared, spelt instead of an E, a 3 at the end, so Prepared 3D. This was pretty much the king of flight simulators.
Okay.
Okay. Flaps down. Still not lined up. Gear down.
Which the funny thing to realise about Lockheed is they were the ones in the cylinder for the Bedford.
Yes, the master cylinder for the Bedford. It's got it written on it, Lockheed. It just says Lockheed, so it's not Lockheed Martin.
Yeah.
Just 611, within the 3,000, the exclusively controlled area is 753.
Before they were Lockheed Martin. Oh geez, too slow, too slow.
Before they're associated with quality.
Alright, here we go.
2,500, clear GLS 34.
Engines cut. Come on. We're landing this time.
Yep.
How high am I? Don't know. Alright. Oh, bounced it. Alright. And we're down.
Nice landing. Smooth as silk. I really appreciate it.
What does it want me to do?
173, push taxi.
Taxi, probably. To
Looks
the...
like it.
Jetstar 173, taxi, Tango Alpha and Kilo, 20 point Kilo, runway 34.
Tango Alpha Kilo, hold Kilo 34, Jetstar 173.
Sharp 171, ground, the information is uniform, taxi to holding point Juliet, runway 34, if Juliet's acceptable. Sharp 171.
Alright. Pull up at the marker and see what happens. Okay, in lack of further instruction, I'm just going to go to the thingy. Going to take him back to the terminal.
577, contact me 162.75.
North base traffic, King Air 0 Kilo Alpha, clear of 24.
3.55.
Clear of the runway is what I had to do.
Oh.
Success. Alright. Resort supply. Fly apples to a resort near somewhere. And then fly another load to the Lost River Resort. Delivering apples, recover an abandoned aircraft at Thingo. Okay. 60 minutes? Alright, I'm in for a 1 hour flight.
Good evening, Sunny 340, runway 34, clear for takeoff.
In a Beechcraft Baron.
Just 17, descend to 6,000. 6,000, that's the 917.
Well, loads, I'll check my phone. Alright.
Alright, the apples are all loaded up, so we're good to go. You do the flying, I'll handle the radios. Go ahead and start the engines. This is an uncontrolled airport, so there's nobody to grant taxi clearance. Taxi to runway 2 whenever you're ready.
Taxi to runway 2.
This should be a pretty straightforward flight. First we'll fly north up the valley and make 2 stops to drop off these apples at Metal Valley and Lost River. Then we'll hop west over the mountains to Stehekin so I can pick up the mall. The other new guy dead sticked in yesterday when he ran out of fuel. Had to take a boat all the way back down the lake. There's a can of gas in the back so I can ferry them all back here.
White 34, this that 173. 171, contact punch.
That's how you fail.
Oh.
Oh, apparently dude ran out of fuel. Had to dead stick it. So yeah, the end mission of this is we got to drop off fuel to him.
Oh, okay.
Fly it back.
Continuous on heading, maintain 5,000.
Funny as.
You know one thing I noticed about this game? You can see the reflection of the console in the windows.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's a fair amount of detail.
Yeah.
The one thing you can't see, Daniel's ghostly instructor.
Yeah, he's in the plane with me, but nothing there. No one in the back.
Yeah.
He's a spectre. Not a spectator, he's just a spectre.
Yep.
Spectre gadget.
There's a thought I had earlier.
I don't see any traffic. Let's go.
Pilots got for their first flight or whatever. Basically, they only have the one co-pilot.
Lake Chelan traffic, bearing 1 Foxtrot Sierra departing
so
to the
with that
northeast.
guy a couple of weeks back whose trainer had a heart attack or whatever.
Yep.
Do you think that they would have, like, in cases of that sort of situation, should they have an extra pilot in the plane?
I don't well, in that situation,
Well,
a lot of
why
these.
they also keep a pilot on hand. Hours.
Tried to
In
wing
case they
stall
need
it.
to get like a pilot on the microphone to instruct them how to land.
Well, yeah, there's that, but the thing is, let me think. Damn it, I had a response.
You can use
That's
the
right,
GPS
yeah.
to fly direct to Meadow
Alison,
Valley
you
State if
remember
you want,
seeing
but
the,
it's more fun to stay low and
plane
just
that we
follow
were
the valley
in?
north. The identifier for the airport is Sierra 52
Tell me, how
if you want
hard
to
would
use
it
the
be,
GPS.
as me,
You forgot to raise the gear.
to get
For
out
now,
of
just
the
follow the
front
river
seat
northeast.
And into the back.
and into the back by climbing over it, and then have another pilot climb in from the back into the front, while the primary pilot is unconscious. in a light aircraft with no autopilot.
Very
good point.
Exactly. Someone's going to have to fly it.
Yep.
One on board can walk the person through just as good as one on the radio.
Yep. I mean, it's okay that you've got like the radio, which is fine. But you can get an instruction from the back seat.
I checked the flight service, and the Okanagan MOA isn't active right now, but I'll check with Seattle Center again before we
get
enter.
instruction from a control tower nearby. You just put out a mayday and circle around for a while. It's not hard to circle.
Approach. G'day, Qantas 497 Heavy descending to 90,000, receive uniform.
That guy did a really good job though.
Oh.
Did a flip.
But was that the really old bloke? Or is this more recent?
It was the more recent one, a couple of months ago.
You want a great one? Picture this one happened in England a few years ago. There's a whole episode on it. I'll link it to you on YouTube later.
I think you did mention this a while back.
Yeah.
A couple of months ago.
Old bloke, just in his mate's plane. Like, they're both old. And his mate essentially just has a heart attack and dies.
Yeah.
And the old bloke, who's pretty much only ever been a passenger but in the front seat, has to land it. At night. At night. Couldn't even work out how to turn the instrument lights on the dashboard.
Gosh.
So at night, in the dark, you had to be guided in by bloody the RAF in helicopter and everything.
I've flown this route dozens of times, but it seems more like hundreds.
He bounced it pretty bad on landing, but he pulled it off.
I'll try with my eyes closed.
You watch the footage of it. When the landing gear hit the ground, sparks flew off it and everything. Damaged the landing gear, went straight off the side of the runway and stopped in the grass safely.
Yep.
But no, he did a good job. Oh, you just got to watch the whole episode. It's great.
Yeah.
And a 2-mile final into Melbourne.
And then the crazy bugger, even despite all that, eventually went and got his pilot.
Yeah, he went. About a month later, he took his first proper flying lesson.
That's cool.
And yeah, even like RAF pilots and shit were saying he's not going to make it.
Just on the 17. Descend carefully approach.
So good.
Continue by the start.
Yeah.
If it was me, I would have gone, nope.
Expect no delay.
Nope.
That's easy.
Nope, I'll never be in a plane ever again. Nope.
Oh, it's easy. Once you learn how to control it, you're fine.
Yeah.
And he had to learn on the fly, literally.
Yeah. Literally on the spot.
Yeah, there wasn't supposed to be a pun, but it ended up being one.
Close 128, heavy delivery, good evening.
There we go. It's good when you can trim your controls. Flies level for a while. That's, if you can hear loud clicking every now and then, it's because I'm using the trim buttons on my controller.
Uniform runway 34 for all operations.
Click.
Literally just running around, killing creatures, farming crap.
See where the river turns east up ahead? Stop following it and fly northwest up the valley.
And then I kill them, and then they went
Northwest up the valley.
Then I kill them.
I wonder if this one has cruise.
35 evening, you are identified and goes verify level again, please.
No autopilot. It's just got all the radio stack instead.
By seat to 5,000.
Climb by seat to 5,000, relation 128.
Rose 128, contact ground 121 days.
This is great having the Melbourne flight traffic control in the background doing this.
Ground 121, 7 relation 128.
Doesn't work now that I'm in Alaska, but you know what I mean? Sounds legit as. And they're so bloody Aussie, half the planes call in, Melbourne Tower, g'day.
Yep.
Melbourne Tower, Qantas 370, g'day. That's like, it's so good.
Yep.
They're so casual.
Ground, good evening. Push back and start approved. Disconnected.
Is that what the noises are that I can hear? Because I thought that was World of Warcraft.
No. If you're hearing it through Discord, it's Warcraft.
Snow we've had. It's a pretty quick trip in the Barren, but personally, I'd rather be flying them all into these short
strips. Turn up this, because my microphone won't pick it up because it had headphones on. But if you crank up the stream, you'll hear them talking. When they're not saying g'day, they're saying good evening.
Yeah, I've got the sounds on the actual stream muted because otherwise I'm hearing myself like it's an echo.
No, if you unmute it for a little while, you'll hear it.
I know.
It's pretty snowy sounding, a lot of, but you'll hear it.
There's another airport, Twisp, just south of Medhal Valley State. I made the mistake of landing there the first time I came up here. Never heard the end of it. Max doesn't like his pilots wasting fuel. Maybe that's why the new guy pushed his luck.
I have to stop to wait for Flesh Mutant.
And then the radio goes silent. Well, it's getting pretty late in Melbourne.
Good evening, Melbourne's going to get it's cleared 29 Alpha arrival, runway 34, flight level 35, sir. 29 Alpha, flight level, runway 34, flight level 35, Delta 11, protecting address 328 on 57. Got 25-7 now, just speed
Yeah, that is cool. Listen to it for a little while.
Yeah. Some of them are pretty snowy, but some are clear out. It's only broadcasting literally 16K MP3 audio. But for mono voice only, it doesn't matter. There you go, Qantas 497's going for runway 34.
173 climbing flight level 240.
I should watch more air crash.
It's really interesting.
Oh yeah.
The fuck, Blizzard, test your shit!
That'd take effort.
No, I'm climbing a hill and then I've just random.
And you stopped speaking.
I fell in a hole.
It cut out. Usually that's our grab at EA. Test your shit.
No one tests their shit anymore. Apparently that's the player's job.
I'll grab a screenshot. It's fucking obvious, but then from some angles it's not.
I think I can see a runway.
It's like it's supposed to be a flat rock.
Oh.
Is that a runway? Hope it's a runway. Might be nothing. Might have to circle.
Settling down, trying to come back 5 minutes, so I'll be now on the hour.
There's no way that's a runway, it's just a marker.
Great job so far. The best way to get to Medhal from here is to follow the river valley to the northeast.
Ooh,
you see that? I think the MOA's hot. I totally forgot to call center. Keep your eyes open and I'll find out what's going on.
Yeah, I just saw a fighter jet.
Seattle Center, Baron 71 Foxtrot Sierra.
Baron 71 Foxtrot Sierra, Seattle Center, go ahead.
1 Foxtrot Sierra just south of Twisp. Is the Okanagan Bravo MOA hot right now?
71 Foxtrot Sierra, stand by. Baron 71 Foxtrot Sierra, affirmative. The Okanagan Bravo MOA is active this morning from 0800 to 1000 local time, 300 to 9,000 feet. VFR is at your own risk.
All right, thanks. 71 Foxtrot Sierra.
VFR
well, this isn't good, but we're almost to the airport, so let's keep going. Tell you what, we're almost to the excluded area around Twisp, so let's go down below 300 feet and hope we don't have any close encounters.
I got to fly at less than 300 feet. Because military are training in this area between 300 and a few thousand.
Lining up 34270.
Don't want to crash into these supersonic idiots. Stupid military. Screwing up my Sunday fly. Starting to see the runway, but I don't know what angle it's on.
There you go, screenshot of my Invisi-Rock bound.
Whoa, that was too close. Stay below 300 feet.
It's coming.
No. Apparently, I was almost hit by another
Man, I never thought I'd see an F-18 that close.
I fucking added
they were
text
going
and
too
put an
fast to
arrow
read our
on
tail
his fucking
number. We're not supposed to be this low.
It's a flat rock until you fall into it. That's all jaggedy.
No.
He wants me to get below 300 feet.
Of it after I got out.
Yep.
I don't want to fly less than 300 feet. I don't feel comfortable flying this low.
Operation 128, taxi via uniform, pass behind the A321, southbound on Alpha, then Alpha and Kilo, holding point Kilo.
I was watching a documentary once. I think it was during World War II. There was this pilot who had this method of scanning the sky to look for enemy jets, or planes rather. And
okay, there's Twist.
Like,
that Valley is just beyond it. The floor of the MOA around the airport is 1,500 feet, so we can climb to normal pattern altitude for the landing.
Enemy planes. Because I think it worked like peripheral vision helped. Like if you stare at one spot on your screen, like and it's just like a solid color. There's a thing that your eyes do that they don't actually see something that may be there.
Yep.
So when you set your eyes off a little bit, the object appears in your peripheral vision. It's crazy. It's like when you're trying to focus on a single star, when you look at it, a really faint one, and it sort of disappears.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's because that part of your vision's the most overworked.
Yeah.
Alright. I think we're out of the military area. That sucks.
The wind favors landing on 1-3. Nobody's in the pattern. Let's enter for left traffic on 1-3.
Traffic on 1-3.
Anything Zulu check the 11 QNH 1021. Excellent wind 303.
Flaps.
Start is approved and clearance declared to Wayne Dorada via Melbourne Saint Route. The 77 departure school coach is 43.
Get down. God damn it, seriously? This whole flight, I've been flying with my gear down.
Absolute genius!
Well done!
Because I just tried to drop my landing gear, and then a little light on the dashboard came on gear up.
Oops.
Here we go, come on. Can we land it? Come on, sit down.
The resort van is parked on the northeast side of the field. Taxi up and I'll help unload the apples.
Okay, I don't know how to put the propellers into beta. So I got a taxi. Looks like we're doing a backtrack.
Cross 497 Grand G'day, taxi Echo parts the bay. Malaysian 120, report ready on tower 120.5.
Oh, gotta plug my phone in.
Oh no.
It's down to 5%.
Fun.
Yeah. There we go.
My watch is at 9%. It's very unhappy that I turned the Bluetooth off on my phone.
Oh.
So it's using the mobile network, or at least it's failing at using the mobile network. Because of Vodafone.
Yep.
Speaking of them idiots, I gotta fucking call them once my check clears. I gotta give them an earful. My bill has my account number on it, not the service number, right?
The apples are all unloaded. Taxi back to runway 13 for our departure.
Yeah, so it has my account number, but not the phone number assigned to the SIM card. Right, which is annoying because to create an account, you need the mobile number. Well, I don't know what it is. To create a web account so you can pay online. Gets better. Yeah. When you go on their website through the other way, you can enter your account number to pay your bill.
I just fell off a cliff because I'm stupid.
So you can enter your account number to pay your bill without having a web account, right?
Yeah.
But you do that, and the continue button remains greyed out and unclickable.
God.
I can't pay my bill because their shitty system won't let me.
Does your bill have a BPay on it?
Nope. I'm just gonna have to... No, it's internet bill. It comes in through email.
They still...
They just send me a link that says pay bill.
God.
Yeah, the online ones are a pain in the ass.
How to business.
Yeah, so I'm going to ring them up and give them an earful once my check clears and actually have money to pay them with.
Yep. Can you ring out from that number?
It's my watch. And there's no Vodafone signal in Finley, so fucked if I know. I don't even know what its number is, and if I could message from it, well, I need to go to a completely different town where there's a signal.
Yep.
It just
Try
sucks.
Toke, and if Toke doesn't work, just do it when you're in ship.
Yeah. But I mean, Vodafone was the only company that sold this watch in this country.
God.
And they only sell it by plan. Scumbags.
Yeah.
And there's 3 versions of this watch, but the only one you can get is the black one.
Oh.
I wanted the one with the leather bands. Because it didn't have that stupid, chunky sport face on it. With the numbers around it like a stopwatch, but unlike a sport watch, you can't twist them.
Yep.
That crap.
Did you try somewhere like Kogan?
Yep.
Yeah?
I didn't want to have to import it.
Meadow Valley traffic, Baron 1 Foxtrot Sierra, departing northwest bound.
And we're up. Gear up.
The border of the MOA is only about 5 miles northwest of here. If we stay low and keep our eyes open, we should be okay. Okay, let's continue northwest up the valley to Lost River. The identifier is Whiskey 12 if you want to use the GPS. Stay low for now.
Northwest. Oh. No, northwest means. Chucking a Yui.
Yeah. I was like, where did your direction thing go?
It went away when the mission objective changed. Now it's back.
Yep.
128, heavy departure city, you are identified, cancel speed restrictions, constitute level 240.
That's a bit low.
Cancel speed restrictions, profile 240, mission 120.
Alright, and I've got to get stupidly low through the valley. Because military.
Adjustment
trim up. Too much trim up, trim down.
And route, Docel 1 departure.
And of course they aren't bitching about you ass.
Squawk 1375.
When they're not bitching about you hurting their ass.
118 decimal 9.
That was his boat.
There goes some more F-18s.
Where? I didn't see him.
1375, departure frequency 118.5, Victor 1020, Fiji 930.
Fiji 930, the departure's frequency 118 decimal 9.
Stupid F-18.
118.9, Fiji 930.
Fiji 930, contact ground 121 decimal 7 for pushback and taxi clearances.
Nice and low, skimming the top of these trees. Why is the gear up light out? Gear is up? What? Whatever. I think the light bulb blew. Once it goes out after a while.
Uh-oh, looks like they're coming back for another look. Just keep heading northwest.
Where are they? Oh yeah, I see. There's streaks heading around the sky and they're coming my way. There they are. Ooh, they despawned when I got close. Weird.
416, leaving flight level 350.
416, descend to 9000, 78120.
According to the GPS on the chart, we're clear of the MOA right about here. Let's continue up the valley as long as the weather's okay, and let's climb to 3,500 feet.
Alright, cool. We're out of the stupid military training zone.
Ambulance 318 is ready. 5. 318, runway 35 is on, heading right 360. Contact me on 132.0 able. Start heading right 360, 1320 able, ambulance 318.
What altitude did he tell me to rise to? 3,000 and what? Whatever. So, oh god.
The heck?
That's Allison standing in the fire.
Basically, that's over a volcano looking for a rare.
That's an add-on called GTFO.
It was hot.
Yeah, I think I did add that one.
Yeah, and it alerts you when you're standing in damage that happens when you stand somewhere.
Yeah.
Because a lot of bosses do ground attacks.
Yep.
And if you stand in the ground attack, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, well, I wasn't even standing on the lava. As I said, I was literally flying over the volcano looking for the boss.
Melbourne delivery, good evening, Orange 3.
Tug Orange 3, delivery, good evening, Vince.
How are you, team?
It says it's below me, but all the...
There's a lot of cargo planes going in and out of Melbourne at the moment.
Requested so I get a tweet from...
in the lava! That was bullshit! Saying I'm in the lava, I'm not even in the fucking lava!
So, what do you reckon? Should I try and get a pilot's license?
Go for it.
How do you think I should pay for it? Kickstarter for fat pilots?
It's a start.
Approach to ambulance 318 is personal data supplies on right under heading 360, Coleman 3000. 318, approach, identified, flight level 150. Flight level 150, ambulance 318. Measure 128, contact center 134, decimal 32, 34, 32, good evening, have a good one.
134, decimal 32, nation 1.
The airstrip is at the junction of a couple of valleys, and it's a tight fit. If the wind's the same up there, we'll need to land to the southeast on runway 11. It's a right traffic pattern, and the turnaround is tight. Keep our speed low and use the flaps.
Speed low and use flaps. Oh, okay. the gear up light comes on when you're not at full throttle and goes out when you're at full throttle.
Oh.
So when you're slowing down for landing, it lights up to tell you that the gear's up.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Alright, flaps at maximum.
Dude, how much get my loot?
Meh.
Just landed in the middle of a lot.
Lol, no.
That's the airport up ahead. Looks like the wind is coming from the southeast. Fly over the airport to check for obstructions, then circle to land on runway 11.
That's pretty much me retrieving my loot out of the lock pit.
Ugh. I gotta fly over the airport, then circle around, then land. Gear down. Gear down, confirmed. It's bad that I sort of inch up to try and see over the dashboard of the plane. Or that I lean left to look around the gap between the engine and the gap that's there. Dirt runway. Ah, you ball sack.
Speaking of dirt runway, there's one in our paddock. Basically, we get crop dusters come in and use our runway when
they're out of fuel.
when crops are they take off. It's the only one aside from the aerodrome.
Okay.
On this side of town. So they use it to do crop dusting out this way.
Alright, well, I'm going to attempt a canyon turn. Which I learnt in a completely different type of...
070 degrees, 5 knots below.
This will be fun. Canyon turnies is maximum flaps, maximum power.
Okay.
Keep the nose up and hoof it around. Alright, there's a tighter gap, wider gap here. Let's try it. Oh, airspeed's dropping. Airspeed's just above stall. But this looks good. Should be able to... Yep, beautiful. I can start to...
Tell me if I drop in!
Oh no.
Oh, it's just on top of an overcast.
Position, and you need to read back your PDC before you go anywhere.
So we sit Hong Kong by the Quebec 2, walk 1551, coming 5,000.
Little down.
Cathay 178, contact ground.
Man, it's a steep landing.
7 for pushback and taxi clearance.
You can do it!
You can do it, Nikki! No, coming in fat. Just skip the top of that tree.
Cathay 178, ground, good evening. Push back and start approved. Disconnect at uniform 0.
Come on.
And for a cross.
And down. Brakes.
Car 2 on taxi Alpha, crossing road 27.
Brakes.
27, counter.
Bloody hell,
Good
there's the end of the
landing.
runway.
This one's a bit tricky.
Well, now he says it's tricky. Fuck you.
Taxi up to the resort to unload the apples.
CG 930, ground, pushback approved. Disconnect Tango 7, tail east.
Goddamn lava. The lava! Stupid cat!
Take complete. Have a good night, King.
Tango Orange 3, cheers. You too, Vince. Talk to you tomorrow if you're on.
No, I've got the next 3 days off.
Lucky you, enjoy them.
I will, thanks.
Just listening to ATC at Melbourne. This dude's just landed. He's like, "Oh yeah, good night ATC." And you're like, "Oh yeah, cheers you too. See you tomorrow." And he replies back with, "Nah, I got the next 3 days off." ATC's like, "Lucky you." So good. Because I know you guys in the Discord can't hear it.
No.
But it's good. Just Melbourne ATC being Melbourne ATC. Just super cash.
Yep.
Because if you see at the stream, I got Winamp up the top. That's where it's coming in. If you notice, to the right of my central overlay, you see YMML.
Yep.
That's Melbourne's airport code.
Behind the Singapore Airlines
okay.
at the international terminal.
Man, this is a fast way to get spread.
5,000, figure 460.
So Alison, have you finished losing at World of Warcraft yet?
I'm not losing, I'm grinding whack.
Yeah, Alison,
I'm in a lava pit. Basically, there's like little lava fucking critters that over and over and over and over. I just literally run around in the lava pit just killing these infinite spawns.
Yep, sounds about right.
It's just every now and then where I'll be just standing, just fucking attacking shit, just these bloody lava spits up my butt.
Yeah, listen, we should get you a flight simulator.
How about no?
Steam Edition's got multiplayer.
Oh.
I can repeatedly crash into your plane.
Oh god.
Sol Freight 22, taxi Alpha Yankee to the bay.
Hilarious.
Alright, now I've got to circle up near the resort, apparently.
Oh. I completely forgot that I was doing that thing with just...
Oh, you were patching Destiny? Or copying and...
Copying. Oh? Oh.
You're on 541, we're ready to descend to flight level C5.
No, I need to do that thing where,
After you've copied it, properties, recheck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in properties somewhere. He's almost flicked the throttle knob the wrong direction then. Alright.
Okay, you're just about rid of me. Just a quick hop southwest over the mountains to Tahitian State. If you look at the GPS, its identifier is 6 Sierra Niner. Let's take off to the southeast on runway 11.
Oh, my spine does not like this chair.
Approach one of 7345, descending to 9,000, receive Victor. 7345, evening, expect Dino Silly 34. Runway 34, good evening, on 7345.
Yeah, a lot of the cargo planes are flying around at the moment in Melbourne.
118 decimal niner.
They've all got the word delivery appended to their names.
Singapore 218, contact ground 121.7 for pushback and taxi clearances.
Well, it's almost midnight.
Lost River traffic, Baron 1 Foxtrot Sierra departing to the southeast.
930 information, Victor's current taxi Tango Alpha hold short of uniform.
Alright, gear up.
None of the valleys lead to the airport, so we'll have to go over the top at some point. Might as well climb and fly direct to the airport.
Alright, gear up, flaps up. Let's climb on out.
Keep climbing as we head down the valley. Once we gain some altitude, you can turn southwest and head for the airport.
That's what I'm doing.
Melbourne approach velocity 9584 on descent. 9000.
9584 evening. Information Victor, expect RNAV to be 34.
No.
Copy Victor, unable to conduct the RNAV. Will request a VOR via Balti or visual approach.
Station 9584, Roger, you can expect the VOR 34. Correction, A from the VOR 34.
There we go. There's something you don't hear every day.
84.
Female pilot landing in Melbourne.
Awesome.
Gets better. She has to do a visual approach at midnight.
Nice.
She got the skills.
You don't have to have skills to pilot.
What the hell? That acted like something hit my plane.
Looks like we're building up some ice. Better turn on the pitot and prop heat. And use the boots too if you need to.
We've got icing. Okay. Where's the icing controls? Anti-ice, anti-ice.
Star 2500, cleared RNAV
battery,
runway 34
alternator.
approach, 7345.
Alpha holding point kilo runway 34. Information Victor's current.
Fuel pump. Sexy lights. Flaps. Where's the anti-ice?
Ground Japan 774, heavy, please.
Aileron trim.
Japan Air 774, delivery, g'day.
Japan Air 774, head to Tokyo Narita, parking bay Delta 12, we have a system.
PM,
Japan Air
de-ice.
774, standby.
Pitot heaters.
Singapore 218, push back approved.
That's
push
better.
tail south onto Alpha.
Because if you notice, as soon as I turned the pitot heaters on, my airspeed came back. The pitot tubes had frozen.
Yep.
Had no airspeed indication.
Well, lucky you worked that out, otherwise you would have.
CG 930, report.
If the ice builds up too much, you're crashing.
That's the same you would have done.
Cathay 178, report ready on tower 120.5.
Fuel pump, no.
120.5 ready, Cathay 1.
Drop like a stone.
Japan Air 774, cleared to Narita via Mangalore, flight plan routes, Mangalore 3, departure, climb via Sid to 5000, squawk, 1,
Wow,
2,
there's actually a lot of
6,
flight
departure
simulators.
frequency, 118 decimal 9er.
Like, flight gear is free, but I can't get the bloody thing to work properly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, default install and all that. You pull back on the control and the control goes just does weird shit.
Japan Air 774, contact ground 121 decimal 7 for pushback and taxi clearance.
Yeah, I can't get them to fly straight, even with a stick. They'll always curve to one way or the other, or...
Yep.
And, well, in Flight Simulator, the planes feel sort of heavy. They feel slow. And I know I can fly them faster and tighter.
Yeah.
But when I'm flying... When I was flying that Cessna recently, you do take it nice and slow and heavy. It's whereas flight gear, everything feels like it's a bloody Red Bull Air Racer.
Okay.
I don't like it.
Yep.
Oh yeah, there's no. That's right. I remember why I don't like. The other reason why I don't like flight gear. There is no setting for controller dead zone, which means this controller sits 0.000008 off of 0. But that's enough to constantly be turning to the left in flight gear.
Jeez.
It's free, but it's meh. Oh yeah, the other problem, it will always start on your worst screen.
God.
Its launcher?
Baron 1 Foxtrot Sierra base.
Its launcher will always appear on a good screen.
1 Foxtrot Sierra, go ahead.
We just had an interesting chat with some military folks.
Every time.
Seems they didn't like you participating in their training exercise. Max is pretty upset about this.
Yeah, your sound's fucked up.
Base, say again, you're breaking up. Having some radio problems here.
It's been fun on my end.
1 Foxtrot Sierra, I'll keep it short. You're in big trouble.
Uh-oh.
Roger, Baron 1 Foxtrot Sierra.
I'm in trouble with the military.
When aren't you in trouble with the military?
Flying into a military zone.
Don't let that worry you. There's a shortage of pilots. What are they going to do, fire us? Don't answer that. It was a rhetorical question.
Hello.
Hi diddly ho.
Reduced to 200, Qantas 73.5. Thanks, Qantas 73.45. Your transmission is very soft. Reduced to 200 knots, Qantas 73.45. Thanks, much better.
Twitch
There's
chat,
someone in
man.
chat.
On Twitch.
Yeah,
And last I
I'm your cruise accident, tracking direct
Yeah,
on
what?
2,500 NVG. The wind
Drank it?
is
Oh, I must have.
I'm lonely, but can I join
Oh, you
your
left it in the
Discord
kitchen.
server?
1020.
Yeah, you can. See potholestudios.com up the top.
I'm just asking.
Potholestudios.com at the top has the Discord server link on every page at the bottom.
Cafe 178, we already put a departure. Cafe 178, heavy bound tower.
Alright, 7 nautical miles out. Oh yeah, Melissa, I'm not sure if you noticed, but most of that UI at the top is the UI I made for The Sims.
Okay.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I use the Sims icons and all that. Even use the Sims name panel in the corner. Just cut off the 85.
Yeah.
Literally just stuck a Steam logo over the Sims logo. And faded the Steam logo out because I really don't want people adding me on Steam. Fucking hate Steam.
Good evening. No reported IFR traffic. Squawk 3630.
178.
This runway is shorter and the valley's even tighter than the last one. Use the same technique and we should be fine. Let's land to the south.
Let me know if you get the
Land to the south. Apparently the runway is shorter than the last one.
And then turning final runway 34. You have to
And
maintain
the valley's
your
even tighter.
with that traffic at all times.
You saw how well you landed the last one.
I almost ran out of runway last time.
Yep.
Jeez, I can't see anything through this fog. Ah, there we go.
180 knots. Traffic behind Scotch inside. They're maintaining on separation. Descent to 3,000 and from Balti, cleared. VLR 345.
See the runway.
Season 37180 knots from Balti, cleared VLR 34, approach velocity 9584.
So I'll do a flyby and see what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
Good takeoff. Good takeoff, runway 34, cafe 178.
Airport 218, hold position.
Come on the way. Hold.
Here I am, inching up again to look over the nose.
Singapore 218, taxi via Alpha Kilo, 24 Kilo, runway 34.
It's not a 3D TV. Oh, that'd be cool. No, anyway. Oh, overspeed. Slow down.
120 to small 5, good evening.
Slow down, big girl.
1205, good evening, 173.5.
Okay, that way, huh? He said land towards the south, but I'm going to land towards the north.
774 ground pushback and start approved disconnect at Sierra 7.
Deploy the flaps.
You're identified, cancel, clear direct Ebony, climb to final 240.
Stahican traffic, Baron 1 Foxtrot Sierra, landing runway 13.
9584, continue reducing back to your minimum approach speed. You're following off on the right hand side.
Gear down.
Minimum approach speed, velocity 95, add traffic visual with velocity 9584.
Thank you. PG 930, cancel speed restriction, climb to flight level 240. Cancel speed restriction, climb flight level 240, PG 930.
Launches today, Cafe 178, you're passing 1,900 feet on the Kepler 2.
Cathay 178, heavy departures. Good evening. You are identified. Cancel speed restrictions. Climb to 7,000.
Cancel speed restrictions. Climb 7,000. Cathay 178. Roger, just approach 77 on descent to 9,000 with Victor.
Just up 577 evening.
I joined, but can I join the voice chat? If I can, then I need help finding it.
Okay, hang on.
Speed 280 or greater for as long as able to fail.
Yeah, the voice chat only appears to people after they've been approved. Into the voice chat, because we had a squeaker in there once that was really annoying. But,
hijacked it all.
Yeah, I'll drop you in a little while, and we'll see how it goes.
This kid basically just played copyrighted music the whole time, and it was irritating.
Copyrighted music through it was obviously screwing with my YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I'm streaming to YouTube as well as Twitch. But yeah, I'll flick you in as soon as I finish this mission.
Yeah, and basically they were harassing us in all fucking hours.
Yeah, that was annoying.
No, God, I remember that.
Basically. But yeah, any shit like that and you're out. I don't tolerate it.
Oh, geez, there's not much runway.
Nope.
No, what did it for me is that he woke me at 3 o'clock night shift.
Yeah.
There's the mall.
That really pissed me off.
Yeah. You had to work the next day too, didn't you?
Land! Come on, brakes! Oh, that's not good.
It was one of those things where I was doing a late night Thursday night, getting the break on the
that's
Friday,
not good.
and then having to open on the early
trees.
hours of the morning on Saturday.
Yeah.
So it was a case of, he woke me up at 3 o'clock in the morning when I was supposed to be resting. Made me the next time I was working.
Oh man, I'm going to have to restart that whole mission from the start.
Oh no.
Alright, where the hell is Discord? Alright.
That's a long thing to have to redo.
Software 11 descend to 3,000.
Alright.
PG9 30, contact center 123.75.
Yeah, mate, join the live after show explosion channel, and then I'll move you into this one. I'll put that over on the other screen.
49 departures, good evening, expect unknown to 34, descend by star 6,000.
Star 6,000, star 949.
Oh yeah, actually now I'm having a look at it. It's capture bots waiting for a response in a PM, a DM, direct message. Check your direct messages. There's instructions to get the rest of the channels up.
Top for 11 speed 2.
Fly mission. It's got to be a speed break somewhere in this plane.
Yeah.
On a 7345 ground, taxi Alpha Joy to the bay.
Speed break, speed break, speed break.
Alright, the apples are all loaded up, so we're good to go. You do the flying, I'll handle the radio. Go ahead and start the engine.
So is this starting over from the very beginning?
Yep.
This is an uncontrolled airport, so there's nobody to grant taxi clearance. Taxi to runway 2 whenever you're ready.
I'm not seeing any speed breaks in this thing.
Hmm.
Ugh, I'm going to turn on all the anti-ice.
Melbourne Centre, getting flight level 320.
Flight level 320, Cathay 178.
Of Alpha.
Brasilia Uniform, Force of Alpha, Catania 734.
Landing gear.
Delivery, Tug White 1.
Tug White 1, delivery.
Delivery, good evening. Permission to relocate Virgin 737 from Echo 3 to Fox 22 Bravo.
Taxi lights. Instrument panel.
Tug White 1, tow approved, hold short of Sierra.
Tow approved, hold short of Sierra, White 1.
Pretty close to it, it is midnight.
No, I mean the switches.
Twitch crashed, so I'm so sorry. But can you repeat what you said?
Yeah, check your direct messages. Because there should be one from a mob called Server Capture Bot. He would have sent you a message. You just got to reply to him, and then the rest of the channels will appear. Alright. And...
Singapore 218 heavy, ready. Singapore 218 heavy, Melbourne Tower. Victor. 2541 evening, expect down to the 34 descent by star 6000. 34 descent by star 6000, T-Gods 541. Sulphur 811, speed 200 or greater, descend at 2500, cleared, unnecessary 34 greater.
I actually had your joystick then.
Yeah, that was me clicking a whole bunch of buttons.
Yep.
Alright.
Golf, correction, Alpha and Yankee to the bay.
Alpha Yankee to the bay, Y1.
Alright, once you're in, the live stream channel is locked off, but if you jump into the live after show channel, I can then drag you into live stream chat channel.
Contact sensor 125.3.
On promotion, of course.
Yeah, obviously.
After last time.
Yep.
This should be a pretty straightforward flight. First we'll fly north up the valley and make 2 stops to drop off these apples at Metal Valley and Lost River. Then we'll hop west over the mountains to Sahikin so I can pick up the mall. The other new guy dead sticked in yesterday when he ran out of fuel. Had to take a boat all the way back to...
There we go. I believe I've undone the server.
Taxi 95, 84 ground, taxi Alpha Yankee, Sierra to the bay.
Just a sec, rolls. Live stream chatter.
Thank you.
There we go, you now have talking permission.
No.
Lake. There's a can of gas in the back so I can ferry them all back here. I don't see any traffic. Let's go.
You gotta turn your volume right up so I can hear.
Killing stuff in Warcraft.
Speed 200. Speed 200, just a 577.
Yeah, Alison's playing Warcraft, Melissa's trying to install Destiny.
No, I gave up.
Lake Chelan traffic, bearing 1 Foxtrot Sierra departing in the northeast.
I gave up on that a little while ago.
Crosswind. Come on, lift up. Up, 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 up. Yes. Ooh, it's rolling to the left real hard. Uh-oh, trees. Up, 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 up.
Oh no.
You forgot to raise the gear.
Oop. Gear up.
You can use the GPS to fly direct to Meadow Valley State if you want, but it's more fun to stay low and just follow the valley north. The identifier for the airport is Sierra 52.
Because I have to go back to school and I will be back in about 2 hours. So
well, because I'm in Australia, it's actually midnight here. And
in 2 hours
I'll be in bed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll definitely be back on the next few days at various times. I don't have a set streaming schedule at the moment, but I will at some point.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll definitely be on at some time. Not a problem.
You want to use the GPS. For now, just follow the river northeast.
Thank you.
So, 1-1, thank you.
Just 577 established on final, tower 120, decimal 5. Established final 1205, just a 577. Just a 949, descend 2500 via the star cleared. The unknown approach runway 34.
Yeah.
I checked with flight service and the Okanagan MOA is
like
active right now, but I'll check with Seattle Center again before we enter it.
It's just so funny just looking at my own profile picture when I'm looking at the stream.
Oh, yeah.
Visual.
Yeah, I don't put much on
15, approach code, runway 34, descend via the start of 6,000.
Descending via the start of 6,000, Toll Square 15.
I'm not far out of bed.
Yeah. Well, and this mission apparently is going to take an hour. And I got to do the whole lot again because I screwed up.
How'd you manage that?
No, I didn't do a proper flyover of the runway, so I didn't check the direction the windsock was pointing. Landed with a huge tailwind.
But it seems more like hundreds. Maybe you can be a safety pilot for me sometime and I'll try with my eyes closed. Just kidding.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Alright guys.
Alright.
Okay, I have to go. See ya.
Yep, not a problem, man. It's out.
774, line by my trip.
Well, he's a lot less annoying than the last bloke.
Yes.
You remember that other bloke? Oh god, I don't even remember his name, but man, just...
I think it was like Caleb or something.
Oh, something. He was yeah.
Evil child.
Yes.
218, 7,000.
All I remember was just being so tired and then pretty much ripping him and then ripping him out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's sending messages at 3 in the morning and stuff, waking us up.
Yeah.
Well, Alison's fault she didn't put her phone on silent.
Uniform, contact center 1200.
No, it wasn't so much the phone being on silent, it was the phone lighting up.
Oh, that too.
Yeah. But I use Do Not Disturb at like from 3 AM onwards because I'm usually awake until then.
I use it from like 9 PM.
Oh, okay.
Because my brother calls me at 3 AM when he's drunk.
Oh my god, really?
Not anymore.
Oh, well, he's done it once or twice.
Okay.
I was up with that.
He kind of stopped though when we brought it to attention.
No, it was funny as though. It was like 3 AM and I receive a call. Hey man! No. It's like, hey man, you looked at the moon? Oh god. Here we go.
Yeah, so I mean, what have you been drinking?
I'm like, because I'm inside, I'm like, let me guess, there's a ring around it. How'd you know? And I'm like, ice crystals in the upper atmosphere. Science. And he's like, you're a little smart ass because we looked it up. Him and his barmates had to look it up. Meanwhile, I just said, yeah, it's this, straight off the bat. So funny.
That's hilarious.
There must be a run on apple pie at these resorts. Or maybe the road's closed from all the snow we've had.
Who's worse,
It's a pretty quick trip in the Barren, but personally, I'd rather be flying the Mall into these short strips.
Then again, I think from what I gather from what Mick told me is that, yeah, Tom spent most of the wedding trying to party up to Simon. Simon just wanted to get away from him.
Yeah, not surprised.
So there you go. Simon's a piss tank, but Tommy was more of a piss tank.
Yes. It's about right though.
Hilarious.
There's another airport, Twist, just south of Nutell Valley State. I made the mistake of landing there the first time I came up here. Never heard the end of it. Max doesn't like his pilots wasting fuel. Maybe that's why the new guy pushed his luck.
Well, one says the other is a piss tank while denying being a piss tank himself.
Japan Air 774, heavy departures, can I identify? Climb flight level 240.
What's that switch? And why is it off?
Climb flight 240, Japan Air 774.
Yeah, low motor RPM.
Contact sensor 13432.
Sensor 13432, Singapore 385.
Gaining altitude. altitude again.
That's right, I remember now. After the wedding, Mick was complaining, Tom was complaining that Simon wasn't drinking. Apparently Simon was off because Simon was drunk.
Yeah, not surprised.
So basically, Mick was complaining that Tommy was complaining.
Contact tower 120.45.
Yeah. Sounds about right. Oh, this plane doesn't go any faster. Throttle's at maximum.
And the funny thing is, as soon as Mick started complaining that Tommy was complaining, Karen's immediately face in palm.
Yep. Fun.
577 ground, taxi Alpha and Yankee to the bay.
Alpha and Yankee to the bay, just up by...
Geez, I've got the trim set well. I haven't had my hands on the stick for about 3 minutes now.
You see that? I think the MOA's hot. I totally forgot to call center. Keep your eyes open and I'll find out what's going on. Seattle Center, Baron 71 Foxtrot Sierra.
Baron 71 Foxtrot Sierra, Seattle Center. Go ahead.
1 Foxtrot Sierra, just south of Twisp. Is the Okanagan Bravo MOA hot right now?
I know what
71 Foxtrot Sierra, stand by.
I have a DVD here that may be a different region. Let me see if my
Baron 71
DVD player for
Foxtrot
the
Sierra,
PC.
affirmative. The
Well,
Okanagan
DVD
Bravo
player, it's the
MOA
CD
is
drive.
active this morning from 0800
See if
to
it can handle
1000 local time, 300 to 9,000 feet. VFR is at your own risk.
All right, thanks. 71 Foxtrot Sierra. Well, this isn't good, but we're almost to the airport, so let's keep going.
I've got 4 external drives.
We're almost to the
connected my
excluded
PC.
area
They're
around
all
Twisp,
shared
so
on
let's
the
go
web.
down below 300 feet. Hope we don't have any close encounters.
That's a lot of watch time.
Press 15, roger, turn left heading 205.
Left 205, Total Express 15.
T-Gons 541, contact the Melbourne Tower 120.
Whoa, that was too close. Stay below 300 feet.
I'm trying to get down to 300 feet, you chucklehead.
Man, I never thought I'd see an F-18 that close. I hope they were going too fast to read our tail number. We're not supposed to be this low.
Express 15, descend to 4,000.
Descending 4,000, Total Express 15.
Alright, I believe I've descended enough. Stupid military.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Oh!
Hmm?
Awesome.
What's up?
It works.
What works?
The DVD that I thought may have been...
Last music I heard, I was fucking thought my computer was being weird.
You can region-free most computer disk drives.
Yeah, but that one I just used.
Okay, there's Twist.
If it's got
That
a different
Valley
region,
is just
then
beyond it. The floor of the MOA around the airport is 1,500 feet, so we can climb to normal pattern altitude for the landing.
T-Gons 541, Tower 1205.
Ground Jetson on 29 for Golf 43.
Jetson on a 49 ground, taxi Alpha.
What sim are you playing?
Alpha Yankee today, Jetson on 39.
Well, it's supposed to say it at the bottom of YouTube, but it's Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
All clear land, T-Gons 541.
Turn right heading 250.
Right turn, heading 250, Total Express 15.
Alright, I see the runway.
The wind favors landing on 1-3. Nobody's in the pattern. Let's enter for left traffic on 1-3.
So much. Total Express 15, continue the right turn now, track direct to Icarus to rejoin the star, descend 3,000.
Right
turn, direct Actel,
full, gear down.
579er, contact tower 120.5. 120.5, the other 579. 70355, you can depart by the incident 7. Departure right heading 010 unrestricted.
I don't have the burp response on this computer that I did in the
I
lounge
asked you about that earlier.
I probably didn't hear it when all the sound was screwed up.
No, it was after that.
Oh, probably. But yeah, I don't have that on this machine. Yeah, because that response is on the board gamers machine in the lounge. Alright, 3-1. Wait a minute, did he say that landing was best on 1-3? Whatever.
And that's why you're supposed to pay attention.
The resort van is parked on the northeast side of the field. Taxi up and I'll help unload the apples.
Brakes! Brakes! I don't think this thing has beta.
I'll get you to come back to your final approach speed. On our way, College Express 15.
Well, hang on. Easy way to test. Yep, doesn't have beta.
Butter.
Close. Butter. Beta on a propeller-driven aircraft is like reverse thrust. You just change the pitch of the blades until they start blowing forwards rather than backwards.
Huh. Okay.
That's beta.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Well, now you do.
Yeah, apparently.
A lot of good crashes have happened when propellers have gone into beta and forward flight.
Ooh.
There was one recently, one of those Saab twin propeller planes.
Yeah.
And like a bearing failed or something, and the propeller did an uncommanded beta.
Wow.
Put them into one hell of a flat spin.
Oof.
I think they shut it down and feathered it and managed to land it on one, but still, not something you want to do.
No.
The apples are all unloaded. Taxi back to runway 13 for our departure.
Yeah, 13.
Your preferred apple.
So I landed on 3-1 when I was supposed to land on 1-3.
Actually, make it 1-3 2 days.
Oh, 3-1-1-3. Okay, I've finally worked out what these signs mean at the airport.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I got to pay more attention. Landing out of the wind doesn't work. Went into the trees earlier.
Yep. Is that? Did you take that runway from the wrong direction that it suggested?
Yes.
Yeah.
This one here, I landed from 3-1 rather than 1-3. Yep. So I was landing out of the wind, so it's coming in. Oh yeah. I was coming in heaps too fast. So we'll get down here to the start of 1-3, and we'll turn around. But yeah, at some point I'll find that Motorola phone and I'll put a joystick cam on.
Yeah, that's a cool idea.
1-3. Let's go to takeoff thrust. Toga, toga, toga.
Meadow Valley traffic, bearing 1 Foxtrot Sierra, departing northwest bound.
If you ever have a look in like a Boeing 747 cockpit or whatever, or Airbus or whatever, you'll see there's a button called Toga. T-O-G-A.
Yeah.
It's the takeoff, go around button.
Oh.
The border of the MOA is only about 5 miles northwest of here. We stay low and keep our eyes open, we should be okay. Okay, let's continue northwest up the valley to Lost River. The identifier is Whiskey 12 if you want to use the GPS. Stay low for now.
Whiskey 12, if you want to use the GPS. Not GPS.
Wind 3, 60 degrees 7 knots, runway 34, keep flat.
34, lead land, College Express 15.
See if we have to do any more of these horrible canyon turns.
Probably.
Oh, that's right, military. I gotta get below.
I think they should give you the option of starting at a point where you've passed.
Well,
so
I can save at any point. I just don't.
Okay.
Well, I'm not going to say I'm doing it on real.
Okay.
If you crash, you're
there
done.
Goes some more F-18s.
I didn't see no F-18s. Oh yeah, I see stripes in the sky that are slightly different colour yellow to the rest of the sky. Don't stand in the fire.
No, I'm actually in Shattrath. There's like some sort of soul sucker.
The floor is lava.
Yeah, basically.
It's like an old Mac.
Oh, it's better than the new ones.
The sound of a Mac turning on.
Looks like they're coming back for another look. Just keep heading northwest.
You see them jets.
Bit like Ricky when you tell him to stop smoking.
Yep. But yeah, at some point I'm going to get the real GPS traffic add-on. Because that'll be cool. And the real weather sync. But first I'm going to do all the tutorials first. Once I've done all the tutorials, I'll do the odd flight from here to there with all the realism on.
According to the GPS on the chart, we're clear of the MOA right about here. Let's continue up the valley as long as the weather's okay, and let's climb to 3,500 feet.
I'm not...
What the? It does have an autopilot. I found it. 3,000 what? No, 3,500. Autopilot. Altitude hold. Aha! I am the smart.
Wind 360 degrees, 7 knots from my
So it's holding a heading even though I don't want it to. Autopilot off. Point it down the valley and then I'll turn the autopilot back on. There we go. It's a very rudimentary autopilot, but whatever. Okay. Well, the autopilot's on, I can't roll it, but I can rudder it.
Just 716 approach, g'day, runway 34, expect the Arnold Zulu. Runway 34, just
Alright, let's see. Pretty sure I don't need to hold that altitude anymore.
The airstrip is at the junction of a couple of valleys and it's a tight fit. If the wind's the same up there, we'll need to land to the southeast on runway 11. It's a right traffic pattern and the turnaround is tight. Keep our speed low and use the flaps.
Jetstar 716, descend to 5,000 by the start.
Alright, gotta do this hard landing again.
7335, established contact Melbourne Tower 120.5.
Tower 120.5 established, corner 7335.
Hoot hoot.
That's the airport up ahead. Looks like the wind is coming from the southeast. Fly over the airport to check for obstructions, then circle to land on runway 11.
You walking like big fat drill bird.
Mm-hmm. 7335, good morning, Melbourne Tower.
Just because I can turn my fat cow on a bird and you can't.
Melbourne, public ground, velocity 9560 on Echo, for Golf 50.
Velocity 9560 ground, taxi Alpha Juliet to the bay.
Taxi Alpha Juliet to the bay, velocity 9560.
Lost River traffic. Baron 1 Foxtrot Sierra is overflying the airport to maneuver for a right downwind to land on runway 11.
Ground, g'day, hold short runway 34 and contact the tower.
Hold short 34, contact tower, Catherine coming. Tower, Catherine Company with you, holding short of 34 kilo.
Catherine Company, Tower, kilo into runway 34, vacate onto taxiway Juliet.
Into runway 34, vacate taxiway Juliet, Catherine Company.
Gear down. Canyon turn. Where is that runway? There. Oh, I hate this runway. The amount of backtrack you got to do on it too. Ugh.
Yep.
I'll do the backtrack a little faster this time.
Mm.
Gears down, throttles down, flaps are fully extended.
I don't know how to say thanks.
Huh?
I'm freeing strapped for bloody shadow camp.
Catherine Company vacated runway 34 Juliet.
Catherine Company.
Don't know how to say it.
Quarter 7335, wind 360 degrees, 8 knots, runway 34.
Free them from the shadow balls that have been held.
Runway 34, clear to land, call 7335.
Brakes.
Wouldn't kill you to say thanks.
80 knots. 70 knots.
July, you know.
55, you can resume navigation, track direct to area Alpha, report established.
Good landing. This one's a bit tricky.
Alright.
Taxi up to the resort to unload the apples.
wants my thorough. Well, he can get in line.
I gotta backtrack the whole runway.
Stupid demons. My soul, you'll have to kill me for it.
Geez, that high-speed taxi I just did was hard to slow down from. Stupid
runway 27, Catherine coming.
Tailwind's why I failed this mission before.
Yep.
27395, we're ready to descend to flight level 250.
When ready, flight number 250, Qantas 73 Drive.
Okay, you're just about rid of me. Just a quick hop southwest over the mountains to Stehekin State. If you look at the GPS, its identifier is 6 Sierra Niner.
Alright, we're halfway through.
Let's take off to the southeast on runway 11.
Mountain ground, Qantas 7335, Bay Hotel 2 Alpha.
Qantas 7335 ground, taxi Alpha and Juliet to the bay.
Alpha, Juliet to the bay, Qantas 7335.
Here we go.
Lost River traffic, Baron 1 Foxtrot Sierra departing to the southeast.
Rotate. Gear up.
None of the valleys lead to the airport, so we'll have to go over the top at some point. Might as well climb and fly direct to the airport.
Flaps. 125 decimal 7178, Contact Center 132 decimal 8.
132, KLA 178.
Cessna 567, contact me 128 decimal 5, express Southbound.
Keep climbing as we head down the valley. Once we gain some altitude, you can turn southwest and head for the airport.
That's what I'm doing.
What?
Yeah, turn southwest and head to the airport.
Runway 16 and vacate onto taxiway Charlie.
Cross runway 27 at the threshold, backtrack and vacate at Charlie. Traffic coming.
0205, just 760.
Delta 716, good evening Melbourne Tower.
Doesn't feel like it's under full power, but it is.
Are you using a joystick?
Yep. It arrived in the mail a couple of days ago.
What?
Flight stick. It's just a Chinese one. The brand is PXN. P for Peter, X for xylophone, N for Nelly. Got it off eBay. What can I say? I'm poor. If I had a spare $1,000, I'd buy the Logitech modular flight simulator set. Get the yoke with all the thingos and the pedals and...
Oh, there you go.
Huh?
Wait for it.
I have a PXN 2119.
2119, hang on. Let's see. I'm just gonna try and set the trim to nose up for a sec, because I'll... There you go, trim set. I'll try and unstick this from the table. There we go.
Fuck those loud sucker caps. I heard them on the bloody computer.
Yeah, I've got the 2113. So a very similar model. And Alison, of course they stick to the desk well. Desk is made of glass.
No, it was a case of I not only heard it in the other room.
Vacated runway 34.
Computer just...
Company, proceed Tommy Point Alpha, runway 27.
That's what it just is, like... It's like...
It's a sound you'd expect if you had an octopus in here.
Knots runway 34, cleared to land.
Or a bunch of Nerf darts, one or the other.
You got that too.
Yeah. There it is. Anyway, push that box out of my way.
And the moral of the story is always have a box of Nerf by your side.
Yeah, the problem is the ammo's in the lounge room.
Runway 27, westbound, hold short, runway 34.
Not in the office.
I was going to get a PXN 2113, but the 2119 I got for a few dollars more, and it comes with a throttle controller. I am also broke.
Oh, nice. This has just got a little throttle slider on the side of it. I want to do real flying lessons, but I'm too poor.
How much do they cost, do you know?
Baron 1 Foxtrot Sierra base.
A lot.
1 Foxtrot Sierra, go ahead.
We just had an interesting chat with some military
no, it was
folks.
actually,
Seems
give
they
me a
didn't
minute.
like you participating in their training exercise. Actually, pretty
I
upset
made
about
an
this.
inquiry back in 2016 to give Daniel some flight lessons.
Babe, say again, you're breaking up. Having some radio problems here.
1 Foxtrot Sierra, I'll keep it short. You're in big trouble.
Roger, Baron 1 Foxtrot Sierra.
Return, Catherine coming.
Let's see, Jardin Aviation. I'll go to their website and see how much they want.
Don't let that worry you. There's a shortage of pilots. What are they going to do, fire us? Don't answer that. It was a rhetorical question.
Yeah, Melissa, you know, I said the Jardin Aviation's thing was right near the weather radar for Yarrawonga.
Yeah.
Not sure how well you can see the yellow circle, but the white stick towards the left of the screen. Because remember that my webcam's reversed. That white stick is the weather radar.
Oh, right.
Okay, so back in 2016, I sent an email to a crowd called Sport Aviation. I think they're the one in Pothole.
Yeah, Sport Avia, that toke.
Yeah. For powered flight lessons, cost $190 per hour for a max of 3 hours.
Fuck, I can't afford that.
Yeah, that's it. Cost is $190 per max 3 hours or 1 month can be flown before joining the RAA. As I'm just like, end it.
It's 1204.
I think Jardin might be cheaper.
Well, he definitely seemed keen to take you on with.
Oh yeah, Jardin did when I was flying his thing. Okay, flight training. Click the button on his website.
Yeah, you can keep.
There's another pic, Alice, Melissa. No, that one won't show. It's the green screen. But yeah, well, if you actually go to Jardin Aviation's website, jardinaviation.com.au, click on flight training, and you'll see a plane right next to the weather radar.
Okay.
It's 404 understood.
Okay, he's not listing the price. Oh no, here we go. Jardin Aviation connects this. Okay, the 15 to 20 minute trial instructional flight.
This runway is shorter and the valley's even tighter than the last one.
Where they work
Use
out
the
whether
same
you're good
technique
for it
and
or
we
not.
should be fine. Let's land to the south.
Okay.
And then after that, I don't know, probably more than that.
I am a pilot myself. I have flown a Cessna 172, but I'm not in the airliner zone.
Yeah. I've flown a glider once.
Yep.
Just as a didn't take off, didn't land. I just flew around in it.
Yeah.
Bloke behind me was doing most of it, and I've controlled a small Cessna as well. Once now. Funnily enough, went out for a joy flight, and he's like, "You want to take the controls?" Okay.
Sure.
Well, to give you an idea, Jardin Aviation the pilot I was with was Jack Jarden. He owns them. He's the main instructor, so...
Yep.
3-4, Catherine Company.
Alright, so... I definitely landed from the wrong direction on this one last time.
Yeah. Try going from the correct direction this time.
Land into the wind.
JK, I'm 15. It's my dream to fly.
Nice. I'm 35 or something. I've flown a few times. The first time I flew as a passenger was in 1995. I was 10 years old. No, 95? 91. I'll have to look at the photo again, but it was in the early 90s. I was like,
don't remember
10.
how old you were.
No, I was young as.
Vehicle traffic, Baron 1 Foxtrot Sierra, landing runway 13.
To 3,000.
If it was 95, I was 10.
95.
Yeah. So it was probably that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, the only time I've ever been in a plane, I was a passenger.
I've been in many planes as passenger.
Yeah.
When my sister used to be living in Sydney, we took a 737 or A320 or whatever it was from Melbourne to Sydney and back.
Yep.
And then more recently, after Dad died, Mum put me on a plane to go and hang out with Simon for a while. So got on a 737 in Melbourne.
Yep.
Got a changed aircraft in Sydney to a Diavolon Dash 8. Picture a Shepparton bus with wings. And that's what it was like on the inside.
Right.
Twin propeller, little boxy, very boxy on the inside, but it looks a lot better on the outside. But yeah, Qantas Link Diavolon Dash 8, and that went from...
I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, it was years ago.
Yep.
But yeah, it went from, yeah, Dad died in 2002.
Yep.
So almost 20 years ago now.
Yeah.
But yeah, he died doing what he loved, riding his Harley, so... But yeah, no, the... and yeah, it took the Diavolon Dash 8 from Sydney to Port Macquarie. And then, you know, later, a couple of weeks later, Port Macquarie to Sydney on the Dash 8, and then another 737 back to Melbourne.
Yep.
And every other time I've done it, I've just used the XPT train.
Do you want to know what will happen when you land at the two last airport?
Second. Oh, I'm about to find out.
Second.
Firstly, regulate top rate 23 for Brisbane.
Better check my years down.
Top rate 23 delivery, clears Brisbane.
All I know is the last time I did it, I landed with a tailwind and overshot the runway and went straight into the trees.
1357, departures frequency 118.9.
So this is my second attempt.
I'll have to ask what the plane was that I flew in that one time.
Do you have a photo of it or anything?
No. This was also the mid-90s.
Oh, okay.
Top rate 23.
There's the mall.
Morning ground, tractor 13 and company on the western side on the grasslands, north of runway 27, requested to runway 34 on immediate recall for mowing.
And I'm down.
13 and company.
Oh, that was heaps easy.
Ground, good morning, hold short runway 34.
Didn't go straight off the end into the trees like I did last time.
I'll gas her up.
That's what you get for not listening to the instructor.
Yeah. When I flew over the first time, I saw the cone pointing in the other direction. I'm like, yeah, I'll be able to stop. Nope.
Nope.
On the northwest corner, enter runway 34, hold short runway 27, traffic 13 coming.
Alright. Get close to this one. And yeah, that's probably close enough.
Okay, see you back at Chelan. Just follow the lake all the way to the southeast and you'll be there in no time. The airport's just northeast of the end of the lake.
And don't worry about the thing with the F-18s. I'll smooth it over when we get back.
Alright. Oh. Dude standing next to it. Just sort of and appeared. Anyway. We'll go and take off into the wind. Do a bit of a high-speed taxi. Oh, these trees. I know those trees. Those trees ruined my mission. Oh, come on, brakes. Alright, that's good. Stupid windsock. Now,
also, you're travelling on snow as well.
yeah, a little bit. Yeah. So, of course, there's no beta on this plane, and the wheel brakes are terrible. Here we go.
Establish on the RNAV Zulu 34, runway side, Emirates 404. Emirates 404, thanks, and you contact Melbourne to air 120.45, good night. 105, good day, Emirates 404.
And there's the red line, rotate. Gear up.
Hello, good morning, Emirates 404, home final, RNAV Zulu 34.
Emirates
Flap
404 heavy, hello, Melbourne Tower.
Your Tokyo Astro video is not published yet, is it?
No.
No.
But I've got the that secondary. Oh, what the hell happened there?
Company vacate runway 34.
Baron 1 Foxtrot Sierra, I'm still on the ground, but it sounded like one of your engines just quit. If your other engine's good, you should be fine to press on to Chelan. I have one engine in that plane lots of times.
Oh.
I guess we could do with some better maintenance around here. If I can catch up with you, I'll fly down to the lake to see how you're
I'm
doing.
just watching it because it's a little bit of a delay.
I've got one engine.
Yep.
13 and company.
Track 30 is vacated runway 34.
This is part of the mission.
Yep.
Emirates 404, wind 350 degrees.
If it wasn't, he wouldn't
engine
have.
fails.
Yep. If it wasn't part of the mission, he wouldn't have voice acting for it.
404.
Oh, because it doesn't have an adjustable propeller, I can't even put it into beta. Not beta, feather. See if I can restart it. Try again.
Hey.
No, it won't start. Oh. It's hard to make a climb. I've got to go 38 nautical miles on one engine. Ugh. Well, I'm getting it to climb, but it's not happy about it. But this is why if I owned an aircraft, I want a twin engine.
Yep.
If one goes, just keep on flying.
Yep.
7395, sunset departures 129.14.
29.14, sunset 7395 today.
Restart? Nope. It won't.
Yep, the left engine quit, just like last time.
Yeah.
The right engine's never given me any problems. You'll make it back just fine. Matter of fact, I'll race you.
Oh.
You might want to feather the prop to make it a little easier on yourself.
Okay, yeah.
JetX 7445.
Apparently I can feather the prop in this one.
Cleared the Zulu approach runway 34.
500 via the star, cleared the Arnhem Zulu 34. Check 7445.
Mixture.
Tractor Pelican
0%.
Southern end, enter runway 34, hold short runway 27.
Enter runway 34 and hold short of runway 27, track for 30.
Still hard to fly.
Descent to 9,000, QNH 1020.
9,100, just 567. Limits 404, taxi Echo Sierra Tango to Bay Delta 11.
Echo Sierra Tango to Delta 11, and ready. 404.
Tractor 13 and company, enter runway 34, hold short runway 27, expect 2 minutes.
You know what, I'm not going that way.
Enter runway 34, hold short of runway 27, tractor 13 and company. Copy that.
Having trouble keeping enough speed up to go that way, so I'm going to go back over the lake. It really doesn't want to climb. Descending. Come on, nose up. There we go.
Check 7445, you can contact Melbourne Town at 120.845.
1205, check 7445.
Melbourne Town, g'day, JetX 7445.
JetX 7445, g'day Melbourne Town.
What else do I have down here that I can click? Elevator pitch.
Tractor 30 is vacated runway 34.
Tractor 30. Tractor 13 and company, vacate runway 34.
Base, small 163.
Base, go ahead.
Yeah, the Baron lost the left engine again. It's limping home, so you'd better get the shop cleared out.
Roger 163, we'll be ready for him.
Nothing else I can click. Or nothing else that I care about. I wonder how it would fly if I tried to turn on the autopilot.
Tractor 13 and company. 7445, wind 010 degrees, 7 knots, runway 34, clear to land.
Clear to land 34, JetX 7445.
Set the altitude to like 6,000, autopilot on. Oh god. Nah, the autopilot doesn't like it. It's trying, but it... You know what? I actually think it's doing it.
Delivery, good morning, velocity 95, 62, bound along position.
It is. It's got a constant speed and a constant rate of climb, and I've just got to rudder it hard right.
Velocity 95, 62, delivery, good morning.
It's still going left. No, that's no good.
Flight plan route 23 departure, climb
Autopilot
by
off.
to 5,000. Squawk 43.
So I won't get over that hill
if
I keep going towards it.
118
Yep.
decimal 90.
95, 62, thanks for pitch, north distance guys, Conti, flight plan route 23 departure.
I want a flight simulator that can do full VR. Where I can actually feel like I'm sitting in the cockpit clicking switches.
Velocity 95, 62.
That'd be cool.
Whoa, my butt hurts from this chair.
Get a new chair.
Oh, this is fairly new. I've just compacted all the padding in it because I'm too fat.
Tractor 30 at the southern end, edge runway 3.
Actually, do it the cheap way. Buy a cushion.
Well, I usually sit on a pillow, but I don't know where my pillow is. Big sponge pillow.
Yep.
Ugh. Oh man, planes are slow when it's an engine down.
At DazzaJay, you know you can buy X-Plane 11, but only if you have the recommendation for it.
Yeah. Oh, I've only just got this one, so I'll stick with one for a while. I tried flight gear, but it was crap. Can't handle multiple screens, always opens on the worst screen. Can't even take off in it without the planes doing stupid shit.
Ground velocity 9562, repeating contact.
Velocity 95, 62 ground, pushback approved, disconnect at 012.
Pushback approved, disconnect 012, look 9562.
There's a good thought. Oh, as soon as my microphone turns up, Alison's getting this one. Because this one won't pick up all her game sounds.
I turned my game sounds down though.
That microphone you've got sitting on top is designed to record a whole room full of business idiots.
It's a conference mic.
Yes. Well, the problem is it's a lapel mic, but it's as sensitive as a conference mic.
Yep.
I'll turn the autopilot back
on top of my TV, top of my monitor.
Yep. And the speakers are just down below the monitor, so the sound's just going straight up into it. I might try to mount like foam around it so that it can only pick up sound from the front.
Yeah.
But my new microphone should be arriving soon.
7395, contact Melbourne Tower 120, that's more 5.
No, 120, that's more 5, on a 7395 today.
Alright.
7395.
Too much rudder.
7395, Melbourne Tower.
You know, I reckon I can trim this out of it. Nice rudder trim. That one there.
Tractor 30, vacate runway 34.
Tractor 30.
Aha!
Tractor 13 and company, vacate runway 34.
Vacate runway 34, tractor 13 and company.
Rudder 26, no? More rudder. Rudder 38.
Tractor 30 is vacated runway 34.
Tractor 30.
Rudder 45. More rudder. Rudder 54. Hey, that's looking a bit straighter.
Tower tractor 13 company vacated runway 34.
That's better.
Tractor 13 and company. Qantas 7395, wind 010 degrees 7 knots, runway 34, clear to land.
You don't need to be that high anymore.
7395.
21 miles out. Ugh. And now it's going right. Trim it left.
1282,
Wood grain steering wheel. I feel like I'm in a plane from the 70s. You know, I probably am, actually.
Probably.
That's right. The autopilot controlling the trim wheel. 5,000, where are we? 5,400.
567, contact departures, 118.719.
189, it's 567.
Yeah, we'll just control it with the pitch wheel. Trim wheel.
Yep.
The only trim keys I've set up on the controller are for pitch up and pitch down, not for the elevator, not for the rudder.
Runway 340,
Yep.
cancel speed restrictions, descend to 6,000.
Cancel restrictions, now descend to 6,000. Runway 340, just 567. Just 567, that was just 6,000.
Get back to the left, see where I'm going.
Tractor 30, thank you. Enter runway 34, remain south of Gillette.
Long life.
Tractor 30.
9562, taxi, make X-ray and Taxi 9562, taxi to holding point Gillette, runway 34. Holding Gillette 34, velocity 95.
Alright. 15 nautical miles. Man, it's slow with an engine down.
Melbourne delivery, Tug Yellow 7.
Tug Yellow 7 delivery.
Yeah, good morning. We've completed the engine power run at Bravo run-up bay and request permission to tow to Bravo 23.
Tug Yellow 7.
Where did it say this was? Alaska?
Stand by your...
Something like that.
So ground
Yeah.
top at 23.
Might I just say Alaska?
Toll freight 23 ground, pushback
There's
approved.
snow everywhere.
I bought
Yeah.
FSX for $3 LOL.
Nice.
Hotel 3.
Cost me 30.
73.95 ground, taxi Alpha Gillette to the bay.
Well, Australian dollars.
73.95.
So like 1,500 roughly.
Velocity
This is still an exchange rate.
9562.
Yep.
What the hell?
Tower, the mower on the runway
Propeller one
on
control,
the western
100%.
side is remaining south of taxiway Gillette. From taxiway Gillette, runway 34, clear for takeoff.
Oh, red might actually be reverse. I don't know where feather is. Whatever. More rudder trim. $1 a.m. Yeah, I'll be stopping as soon as I've landed this thing successfully.
Yep.
Which is gonna be hard with the engine in this condition.
Car 2.
Imagine it's the last landing you have to do and you fail.
No. With how long it's taken, bloody will open up. I wonder what that switch does. Yeah, I guess just the lights.
Velocity 9581 ground, pushback approved, disconnect at Sierra 14, tail north. Pushback to next Sierra 14, castle.
9.9 nautical miles. Naughty miles.
Truck 24 and company at taxiway Charlie, enter runway 34, cross runway 27.
Drop it to 4,000 feet.
On Charlie taxiway, enter runway 34, cross runway 27, truck 24 company.
Car 2 or 3 ground. Velocity 9562, contact departures.
Sending departures, velocity 9562.
Car 2, escort required for an A330 from the Bravo run-up bay across runway 27, please.
Ground car, beyond the one.
I'm going to set flight hour 240, velocity 95, 62.
Tractor 13 and company into runway 34, hold short runway 27.
Hold short runway 27, tractor 13 and company.
Alright. 5.9 nautical miles, an altitude of 1.2 thousand feet. We're at 4,000. Should probably start descending, but I can't see through the clouds.
The turn soon, direct to Launching.
Mall 163, 5 miles southwest of the land, inbound for landing.
Okay, count of a turn direct to launch system, please.
No, not at this stage, just got traffic in the way.
Flight 9562, thanks.
Oh, where's the ground?
Just,
there it is.
Just 567, request those.
Just 567, D10, 2,500 by the start, we'll clear the unable approach runway 34.
Just 2,500 by the start.
That's better.
Now Zulu runway 34, just 567.
It's flying nice and straight now. Put a bit of pitch into that rudder.
Proceed of Zulu 1020. 318, approach date, D10, 5,000. And the wind goes to...
Alright, 2.8 nautical miles.
26 is fine, ambulance.
Where is this runway?
318.
Okay, it's there.
I'll see 9562, you can actually track now direct to Urson.
No, 560, just thank you, direct to Urson.
Alright, do a flyover, see what direction the windsock's pointing.
Baron 1 Foxtrot Sierra, I have you in sight. The pattern is clear and the wind is a direct crosswind at about 12 knots.
Mall 163, turning final Chelan.
Direct crosswind. Great! Just what I need. And I'm already having trouble keeping it straight.
Top right, 23, taxi clearance, information X-ray, intersection Juliet.
Top right 23, taxi Yankee Alpha from Juliet, holding point Juliet, runway 34.
Yankee Alpha, holding point Juliet, runway 34, top right 23.
Ground velocity 9581, 3 POB, information X-ray, taxi Juliet, intersection departure. And establish some final power 1208.5.
10105, just 567.
And then I'll circle around for the landing.
Crossing 353, delivery clear to Brisbane via Nonix flight plan route, Nonix 3 departure, climb via sit to 5,000, squawk 1554, departures frequency 118, decimal 9er.
Deploy flaps.
Flight plan route, Nonix 3 departure, 5,000 code 1554.
Crossing 353, climb via sit to 5,000 and advise bay number.
Gear down.
Cross 7353.
Alright, here we come.
Top right, 23.
Top right 23, Melbourne Town. Tractor 13 and company vacate runway 34.
Tractor 13 and company.
Tractor 30 vacate runway 34.
Vacate runway 34, track to 30.
Alright, here we go. Power cut.
Jetstar 567, Melbourne Tower.
On the brakes.
Grand Car 3 on the offer, equipment course runway 27.
Baron 1 Foxtrot Sierra, welcome back. Taxi over to the maintenance hangar and we'll get
Look
that
at this
mechanic
stooge,
right on
he
it.
landed the
Won't
other
take
direction.
long. We need that airplane for some flights this week. Both engines are ready for an overhaul, but we can get a few more hours out of them.
Track to 30 is vacated runway 34.
Oh, at least you completed it.
Yeah.
Track to 30 company is vacated runway 34.
That was hard.
Vector 13 company.
Whew.
City 9562.
Alright, so tomorrow I'll do the Sitka approach at some point. Until
I
then,
just got the achievement for looting 25,000 gold.
Nice. Oh, until then, it's 1:15 in the morning. I'm buggered. These lights are bright as. And so I'm going to turn them off and I'm going to go to sleep.
Yep, bedtime.
Catch us next time.
Later.
Bye.